Choose from over 10 acres of new Chevrolets and Toyotas during our model year closeout, going on now. On special sale is the #1 selling car in America, Toyota Camry. See you today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or danheck.com online.
We're ready for football. Hearts are going to kick. They're going to be defending the north goal. That's a goal to our right if you're looking at your radio or your portable device. Wayne up top capturing all the video on this one. Watch for it on the website at 979xfm.com. And I mentioned we have a lot of DVDs of prior Hearts games available, so in case you want to fill out your library, mention about that. That ball is kicked inside the 5. Salem catches it on the fly. Nice return up the middle. They get it out across the 20-yard line, and the Wildcats will have decent field position to set up shop on their first possession of the night. The return man for Salem, number 83, that's Eric Schoonover. And he returns the football out across the 20, and they will eventually spot it at the 22-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Salem at their 22-yard line.
Michael Carey continues to do a good job on the kickoff duties. That is just a perfect place to put it. That's a 57-yard kick for him.
They're going to start in the shotgun here on 1st down, and there's a handoff up the gut. And boy, the Hearts were waiting. It looked like he tried to stop. His feet went out from under him, and that allowed our friend, Mr. Boggs, a little extra time. And Evan Boggs takes down the running, and that was Dakota McDonald. And meanwhile, one of the Wildcats linemen was injured on that play, and he limps off the field. That's Seth Spinner, who's a 5'11", 240-pound senior, so he limps off the field. So they lose a lineman on the first play. McDonald ends up with no gain, Dustin, so it's 2nd and 10 at the 22. Shotgun again, throwing to the far side. The pass is complete, and they get a little bit of yards, and now he gets away from one defender, gets the 1st down before they take him down. Riley Martin is playing at quarterback to start the game for Salem, and the catch is complete out across the 30 to the 33-yard line, so a gain of 11, Dustin, and that's enough for a Wildcat 1st down.
1st and 10 for Salem.
My apologies that I did not catch who caught the ball. But it's good for 11 to the 33 and a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. It's run up the middle and across the 35-yard line. Durbin in on the stop for the Hearts. McDonald again, and he gets it out across the 35 to the 36, a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd and 7. Not the brightest place, and so my apologies. My aging eyes might also be a problem there. So gain of 3 for McDonald, and it's 2nd and 7. Martin back in the shotgun. He's got a back lined up alongside him, sort of like one of the sets the Hearts use periodically. They bring a man in motion to the near side. They're going to throw to him, and it's incomplete over the head of the intended receiver. And in fact, Kevin Doherty from the Hearts had the best shot at that ball. He flew through the air, tried to make an interception, came up empty. The intended receiver was Daniel Dillon. He's a 6'1", 160-pound senior. But again, the pass incomplete, and so that'll bring up a 3rd and a long 7. Ball on the Salem 36-yard line. This is the opening possession of the night. Glad to have you with us on 97.9 XFM, WXCF in Effingham. There's a high snap. Got time. Martin across the middle, and it's incomplete. Led his man a little long. The intended receiver that time was Cole Stewart, who's a sophomore, but has good size, 6'4", 210 sophomore. That won't hurt, but that one thrown a little long.
Yeah, pretty good slant route across the middle. Honestly, I thought that it was going to be a nice play for them, but as you said, the pass led him just a little bit too far. Couldn't quite make the dive and grab, and it looks like they're going to be back to punt, and that is Cole Stewart, the intended receiver on that last play, who seems to be deep for the kick.
They take their time. There's the high snap, but he corrals it. There's the kick, and it's a nice one right down the middle of the field, but the Hearts are going to get it out across the 30. That's Blake White, and he gets it out across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. So a return of about 5 yards, took that at around the 38 and advances it to the 43. So the Hearts have good field position for their first possession of the night. Salem did pick up a first down that opening series, then they were forced to punt. And the Hearts were in pretty good shape. 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
About a 10-yard punt return there for Effingham, so a nice little shift in field position. That was Blake White, as you said, who caught that punt and brought it up the field a bit.
Hearts set up in the eye, but then they've got the man in the slot. And let's see what happens on first down. Zach Miller, great hole, comes to the near side, gets it out across the 45-yard line. Good gain on first down. Although I'll give Salem credit, they reacted well. It ends up being a 3-yard gain to the 46, making it 2nd and 7. I thought that was going to go a lot longer. Boy, you saw the left side of the line pulling, and they had a good hole there for a second. Salem reacted well, though. Still a gain of 3, and it's 2nd and 7 for the Hearts at their 46-yard line. Next week's homecoming gang, home to Taylorville. It ought to be a lot of fun. Doherty up under center on 2nd and 7. Handoff to the up back this time. That's Travis Durbin, and he's got it into Salem territory. Still not a first down, but a good gain on 2nd down for Travis Durbin.
Yeah, definitely a nice hole there up front for Durbin to run through. Good initial gain there. Salem closed on him in a hurry, but he looks to be less than a yard shy of that first down.
To the Salem 49, so a gain of 5.
Maybe a little farther off than I thought at first.
About a yard and a half. Ball's just inside the Salem 49-yard line. Hearts' first possession of the game. We're 3 minutes into the contest. Doherty up under center. Hand off to the up back again. This time it's Billy Arndt. He's got a head of steam, still on his feet. He got away. He may be gone. 30, 20, 10. They trip him up just shy of the goal line on a great stop by Salem to save a touchdown. But the Hearts are going to have it 1st and goal inside the Salem 5-yard line.
Basically the same kind of play that they ran with Durbin the play before. Durbin went left to center. It looked like maybe Arndt went right that time, but this time he broke through the initial pressure there and just broke free. Big gain.
From the 49 to the 3, Dustin. 46-yard gallop for Billy Arndt, and it's 1st and goal for the Hearts at Salem's 3-yard line. Doherty up under center. Hand off to the deep back. Zach Miller, look at the blocking. Touchdown, Effingham. Went right of center that time, and holy cow, he followed his blocking. They had a nice path prepared for him, and Zach took care of the rest. Touchdown, Effingham, and the Hearts take a 6-0 lead with 8:32 to go in the opening quarter.
That's been the story of the season, Greg. Run the football well. They really haven't had to put it in the air much, and because of big plays like the one Billy Arndt put together there, and if you can do it that way, why change anything?
They're going to kick for 1. Joe Neiman to hold. Grant Piggish to snap. Michael Carey will take care of the kicking. They take their time. There's a snap high, but he got it down, and the kick is blocked. Salem blocks the extra point try, but the Hearts are off to the races. 8:32 to go opening quarter. Hearts 6, Salem nothing. Kickoff on the way in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy, built on trust and family. You can depend on us for all your health needs. Over 20 years of service to our community. Call 342-9393. Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy, built on trust and family.
Billing. Brown Drug in downtown Effingham, your diabetic testing supplies headquarters.
Low line drive kick here by Carey. It's picked up at the 20 by Salem. They get it out across the 30 near the 35-yard line. And that's where they'll set up shop. Ball was returned by Robbins. And I don't have a Robbins on my roster. Maybe it was Roth. Anyway, they return it to the 33-yard line. Is this the same place that Salem started their last series?
That is correct.
33-yard line again. So good kick, a long line drive, low kick actually. Taken on the 20, returned it to the 33. So let's see what happens for Salem this time with the Hearts in front now, 6-0. High snap, there's the handoff. The ball's loose and the Hearts might have it. That quarterback never really had it, had to hand it off, and the Hearts have come up with the football.
Evan Boggs came out of there with it looks like.
So Evan Boggs had the big tackle on the first series, recovers the fumble here, and the Hearts are in business as the ball is recovered at Salem's 31-yard line. So there was a loss of 2 on the play. I believe they said McDonald was the intended ball carrier. I'm not sure he ever had a shot at it. And it's first down for the Hearts at Salem's 31-yard line. And the Hearts already scored their first possession. Nobody in the backfield. Well, one man in the backfield. That's Miller. Zach weaving his way. He got away from the initial surge. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. Got away from one more. Near the 10. On his feet to the 5. Is he in? Touchdown, Effingham. What a run by Zach Miller. That might have been his prettiest run of the season. He had people all over his feet and ankles, and he kept sidestepping people and just kept heading and charging, and there was just enough room along the out-of-bounds line to get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Effingham. Hearts lead at 12-0. 25 seconds since they scored the last time.
Goodness.
8:36 on the first score, 8:11 on the first quarter clock, and they make it 12-0. Now, the last extra point try was blocked. Let's see what happens this time. Again, Neiman to hold. Michael Carey to kick the football. Piggish with the snap. He's the center all the time for the Hearts. Good snap, good placement. Kicks up. Kick is way good. And the Hearts make it a 13-0 lead. 8:11 to go in the first quarter. 13-0 Effingham here at Salem. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
If you haven't seen the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200, get to Geckner Brothers today and check it out. It's roomy, comfortable, and rebuilt from the ground up. Now with great finance offers. See the new 200 and other great Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models today at Geckner Brothers on East Fayette Avenue in Effingham.
All righty. After a 4-play 57-yard drive that took 1:34 on the first score, that was 1 play, 31 yards, 10-second drive. Hearts lead at 13-0. Zach Miller scores from 31 yards out. The kick's good, and it's 13-0. Carey's kickoff is taken on a bounce by Salem inside the 20-yard line, and they return it up the middle. And a decent return out to about the 35-yard line. This is going to be about where they started their first 2 possessions.
That was another low kick, and that time number 43 for Salem, and I don't have that. Oh, that's Taylor Huggins who took that one. He kind of fielded that one on a short hop and brought it out. I thought he might let it go because he wasn't going to be able to field it cleanly, but as it turns out, went from the 19 to the 35, so about a 16-yard return.
And let's see what happens to Salem here. By the way, Colton Harness is in at quarterback now for Salem, so they've switched to the senior. That was after the first series. They had the fumble a minute ago when he came in. Handoff goes to the far side and a run about out to the 40-yard line. Dakota McDonald carried. A lot of heroes in there, including Griffin Page on the stop there for the Hearts. Gain of exactly 5 yards to the 40, and it's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, a lot of running for Dakota, but as it turns out, a pretty manageable gain for the Hearts defense.
That lateral move there. Yeah, next week it's homecoming. Hearts home to Taylorville. The parade remembers Wednesday night at 6. Homecoming game Friday night. Dance will be Saturday night, and all the festivities that Coach McDonald just loves. He likes homecoming, just doesn't like sometimes the interference with football. Here's the handoff, and a gain maybe of a yard. Boy, the Hearts are staying home well. McDonald again, and he got it out across the 40 this time. Boy, you got Neiman in there, Boggs again. Evans playing like a man possessed tonight. Gain of 1 to the 41 for McDonald. That'll make it 3rd and 5. 3rd and 4.5.
Remember, Boggs came away with that fumble recovery on the last possession, setting up that 1-play, 31-yard drive for Effingham. So we'll see what the Effingham D has in store for this 3rd down play.
Colton Harness again, the senior's in at quarterback now. Here's the handoff. McDonald again, and the Hearts upending for nothing. In fact, he lost yardage on the play. Griffin Page. Joe Neiman in on the stop also. Heck of an effort by Neiman that time, and a loss on the play. From the 40 back to the 38. That's a 3-yard loss, and that'll make it 4th and 7 or 8 here.
Yeah, McDonald's he's a big kid back there, and he got upended. He got his feet taken out from underneath him. As we said, well shy of the line of scrimmage.
Joe Neiman, good job of going down low and taking his legs out from under him. They're going to go for it appears here. And the Hearts jump. Man, Boggs slaps his helmet. Evans says, I was a little too anxious.
Yeah, they got him with a hard count. Now, the interesting thing here...
But that's still not enough for a first down.
That's what I was getting ready to say, was that it's going to set up a 4th and 2. Now, if you're Salem, you're closer to midfield. You're out to the 43-yard line. Now do you go for it and try to get the 2 yards you need, or do you play it safe and punt? You're already down 2 scores. You're going to have to put some points on the board sooner or later.
Yeah, and you're 0-4, and you're near midfield, and really give yourselves a shot in the arm if you can convert here. It looks like they might just go for it. That's not very far back if he's going to punt. So they're going to go for it. Harness in the shotgun. He's got McDaniel lined up alongside him. There's the snap. He's going to throw. Here come the Hearts. He wants to throw. He may go down. Here's the throw. It's up for grabs. Hearts get the pick.
Yeah, he just threw it. He had no idea where he was throwing that, and that was number 45 for Effingham. That's Hudson. No, that's
yeah. It is Hudson Graham.
Intercepted by Effingham, number 45.
Right.
Yep.
Very good. Now I want to give credit where credit's due on the play, though. Nice work by Cole Moran.
Yes.
It was Cole that got back there and affected that throw. He had a big piece of Colton Harness, and as he was going down in the hands of Cole, he threw the ball up in the air, and so I guess it's about as good as a punt. Although the Hearts get great field position because it was able to be returned to the Salem 48-yard line. Doherty's going to throw. Now they're after him. He gets away. Long throw down the middle. Got his man. Caught! And a first down inside the 5-yard line. What a pretty throw by Kevin Doherty. That is a strike, man. And now there's a late flag. I don't know what that's about. Noah Lohman caught that pass. Again, the line of scrimmage was the 48 of Salem, and that ball was caught inside the 10, and they mark it inside the 5, actually, at about the 2-yard line. So that's a pass completion of 46 yards from Kevin Doherty to Noah Lohman, and Lohman had gotten behind every Salem defender, and my concern was he was too open, but he managed to make the grab, and it's 1st and goal for the Hearts at Salem's 2-yard line. Now they're talking to Salem, so this may all come back. And it was a very late flag, so I don't know whether someone said something or there was taunting, which is also saying something, or what the deal was. I'm just not quite sure how this is all going to shake out. There was a flag thrown at the play, where the play ended, and there's another flag dusting up here at about the 35-yard line. So let's sort this out and see what's the story. Could be offsetting penalties. 2 fouls. Somebody was ineligible for us. And then unsportsmanlike conduct, I think, on Salem. Offsetting penalties. It's a do-over. So you did all that writing for nothing. It's a do-over. Ball will come back to the Salem 48-yard line, and just pretend none of that happened, folks. So it's 1st and 10 again. Hearts with the ball at Salem's 48-yard line.
Give the old eraser a workout.
Boy, what a pass, though. What a pretty pass. My goodness. Threw that ball from about midfield, and Noah Lohman caught it at the Salem 2. So Kevin Doherty displays quite an arm there.
They have moved this up to the 38-yard line, though.
Now they give a 10-yard gain for Effingham.
So
he said he pointed penalties both ways, said penalties both ways. Hearts get 10 yards out of the deal. So it's a 10-yard gain to Salem's 38. And a new set of downs. So I'm not sure what... Anyway, 1st and 10 at the 38. They give it to the up back. He's loose. That's Travis Durbin. Still on his feet. Gets it inside Salem's 25-yard line. Great run on 1st down. And the new set of downs as Durbin gets the 1st down for the Hearts. So from the 38, the ball inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. That's a 16-yard gallop for Travis Durbin. And the Hearts have another 1st down. Yeah, they said offsetting penalties, but the Hearts got 10 yards out of the deal. So, very interesting. Anyway, Doherty up under center at the Salem 22. The deep back has it. That's Zach Miller. They get a block. Good block out there by Cayley. And there's a flag thrown. And Miller gets the ball to about the 10-yard line. But then another flag is thrown. Let's sort this out. Wow. Good run. Wyatt Cayley got out in front. Nice block for Effingham to clear the path for Miller. And now let's see what these penalties, or this penalty's out. I say these because I saw two flags. There's a flag in the middle of the field at about the 5. There's another flag over here on the near side at about the 10.
Yep, they're going to show a hold against Effingham, or hold or a block in the back. There's no microphones on the refs tonight, so we can't be sure, but it appeared to be holding. So block in the back is the call, and we'll have to see where they called it at.
From the point of the foul, they bring it back to the 21-yard line.
Yep.
Let's see, that's a 5-yard penalty, so they gave him to the 16 on the play, Dustin, and then 5 yards back to the 21. So it's a 1st and 9. Okay, it's half the distance. All right, we were inside the 20, so half the distance. So it's 1st and 9 for the Hearts at Salem's 21-yard line. Doherty up under center. The deep back, Zach Miller, has it. They've got 2 people after him. He gets taken down at about the 20-yard line. Might have actually been a loss on that play. Salem did a good job staying home that time. They're going to give him to the 20, so actually he gets a yard out of the deal. But Salem, good defensive play, and Dakota McDaniel, who certainly will sleep well tonight because he's been in on most every play for Salem, makes a stop.
Yeah, he's been in on pretty much every offensive play for them, or he's been their lone running back to really touch the ball anyway, and as you mentioned, active on defense as well. So, yep, lots of action for him.
So 2nd and 8 at the 20. Doherty has it. Gave the ball to the up back, and maybe a couple of yards. But Salem's stiffened a little here this last couple of plays. And came out of there with it. Billy Arndt, I believe, carried the ball. And they give him to the 16-yard line. So a gain of 4, Dustin. We'll take it to the 16, and it's 3rd and 4. So 3rd and 4 for the Hearts at Salem's 16-yard line. 3 minutes left in the opening quarter. Hearts up 13-0. Hand off to the deep back. That's Miller. Good fake move. Gets it inside the 10. And that should be enough for a Hearts first down, and it should be 1st and goal to go.
Nice little juke there at the end of the run, Greg, that probably got him the extra yardage he needed for that first down.
To the 9, so from the 16 to the 9, a gain of 7, and that's enough for the Hearts first down, and they have it 1st and goal at the Salem 9-yard line. Now the Hearts are already up 13-0, and we still have 2:53 to go in the opening quarter. Salem is unwon this season, and the Hearts have won 3 straight in impressive fashion. So let's see what happens here. 1st and goal to go. Boy, you get a 3-touchdown lead in the first quarter. That makes you breathe a lot easier. Doherty up under center. He has been throughout the game. Pitch play this time to Miller. Goes to the right side, stretches it out, and he turns it up, and he's in for the score. Touchdown Effingham. That time, just a long sweep, and Zach's speed beat everybody. He just extended it as far to the right side of the field as he could and crosses the goal line, and the Hearts are in the end zone again, and that makes it 19-0 Effingham. This score comes with 2:30 to play in the first quarter on a 9-yard touchdown run, and Miller with 3 scores already tonight. Hearts will kick for 1. First one was blocked. Second one was pretty. Again, Neiman to hold. Carry to kick. Pigish has snapped the placement. The kick hits up, and it's plenty deep and plenty good. And the Hearts lead it 20-0, and we still have 2:30 to go in the opening quarter. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Federated Auto Parts, this is Ben. Yeah, we have that. I'll send it. Thank you. Hot shot!
And that's how it's done every day at Blankenship Auto Parts in Effingham, where the professionals go to get their parts.
All right, the drive, 6 plays, 48 yards. It took 2:59, highlighted by Zach Miller's 9-yard run. Nice sweep to the right side, and kick by Carey was good, and the Hearts are already up 20-0, Dustin, and still 2.5 to go in the opening quarter.
I think you could call this a behemoth of a first quarter for the Hearts and Zach Miller.
Nice word. Low line drive again, taking it about the 5 by Salem. They run it up the middle, come to the near side, and the Hearts run him out of bounds. 3 Hearts over there help. Blake White, as usual, in on special teams and has been mighty productive over there. Alex Ramos also helping out on that stop for the Hearts. And it will give Salem actually their worst field position of the game to start a drive. Looks like it's going to be inside the 30-yard line at the 27-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Salem at their 27-yard line. That ball was taken at about the 5, so a nice kickoff return from the 5 to around the 27.
Yep, 22 yards. They've done a nice job in their kick return game.
So let's see what happens. They have Harness, the senior back at quarterback, here to start this series. He's going to throw out to the near side. It caught out in the flats, and the man gets away, and he's got a big gain going. He stripped at least 3 or 4 tacklers. He gets the ball inside the Hearts' 45-yard line before they finally take him down. Tristan Holmes made the catch for Salem. Tristan Holmes checks in at 5'10 and 155. Joe Neiman finally ran him down and literally saved a touchdown. That play went from Salem's 27 to their 46-yard line. That's a 19-yard gain in the new set of downs for the Wildcats. Just a little throw out in the flats, and they turned it into a big gain. Harness again in the shotgun. Looking to throw. Here come the Hearts. Cross the middle. Pass is incomplete. Overthrew everybody. Holmes was the intended receiver that time for Salem. Had barely had time to catch his breath after making that last play.
Yeah, and he has the other catch for Salem as well. So Tristan Holmes been busy receiving the ball. Really, Riley Martin and Colton Harness both throw a pretty good ball. I would say that accuracy has been a little bit of an issue at times. They've got plenty of zip on it, but that one was way high, and could have possibly left a guy hanging out to dry if he'd have left his feet trying to make a catch.
Incomplete pass stops it with 2:08 to go in the first quarter, makes it 2nd and 10. They come to the near side now with this pass, and it's dropped. Boy, right off the hands of Daniel Dillon, the intended receiver. And that stops the clock with 2:03 to go and brings up a 3rd and 10.
Little wide receiver screen there, and it just hit him in the hands and fell harmlessly to the turf. It might have set up pretty well for Salem to get a little run after the catch, but instead they're looking at a 3rd and a long 10, already trailing by 3 scores in the first quarter.
They have it 3rd and 10 at their 46. Yeah, Hearts have scored 3 times already, have scored on their first 3 possessions, including a takeaway, which the Hearts have been pretty good at this year. So Harness back in the shotgun on 3rd and 10, looking to throw again across the middle. It's batted down, and that'll bring up 4th down. Salem thought maybe that it was not past the line of scrimmage, so they tried to run with it. Smart move by Colton Harness. You might as well try until they blow the whistle and tell you can't go. That ball was batted down big time by the middle of the line. That'll bring up a 4th and 10. They are at their 46. They did not kick the last time this happened, and the Hearts ended up getting the takeaway as they blitzed. Cole Moran had the quarterback in his grasp. Now this time they appear they are going to kick, as they have Cole Stewart back to punt. Stewart at about his 35-yard line on this punt. Let's see what happens. Good snap. Takes his time. Kicks straight up the chute, and it's foul ball, and it comes over here to the near side, and the Hearts are going to get it in there in Salem territory. Joe Neiman fielded that ball on the hop and returned the ball.
Yeah, it looks like he might have stepped out of bounds, unfortunately, trying to bring it up the sideline. The side judge blew the whistle right where he caught it, and that is where they're going to spot it.
Boy, it looked like he kept it in bounds, but they're ruling out of bounds. As it is, Hearts are going to have the ball in Salem territory to start this drive. The line of scrimmage was the 46, and the line of scrimmage is now the 47. That was a 1-yard punt.
7-yard line.
A 1-yard punt, and the Hearts have it 1st and 10 at Salem's 47-yard line with 1:48 to go in the first quarter. Boy, it's been a honey of a first quarter for the Hearts. Already 20-0 Effingham. Kevin Doherty will start it up under center with the I formation. And there's the snap. He's going to throw out in the flats. Caught out there. Good grab by Vasquez. Drew still on his feet, and he gets it inside Salem's 35-yard line, and another first down for the Hearts.
This will be number 8, Lane Koenig.
Was it Lane Koenig? My bad. Excuse me. Lane Koenig made that catch for the Hearts. Lane Koenig out there at that tight end spot made the catch for the Hearts. And it's complete inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. So from the 47 to the 34, gain of 13.
34-yard line.
And it's 1st and 10 for the Hearts at Salem's 34-yard line. Lane Koenig made that catch for the Hearts. Salem jumps, but to get back, there's the snap. Hand off to the deep back. That's Zach Miller sashaying his way around everybody. Had one man to beat, and he got tripped up. As it is, he gets it near the 25-yard line. Boy, he had one man to beat, doesn't he?
I thought he was going to take that one to the house. I was already getting ready to write that 4th touchdown down, and somebody tripped him up from behind and knocked him down after what ended up only being a 3-yard gain.
From the 30s.
Maybe a little more than that.
To the 28. So a gain of, from the 34 to the 28, a gain of 6. That'll make it 2nd and 4. Under a minute to play in the opening quarter. Hearts lead at 20-0, and they're driving again. They've got Koenig in motion. And Doherty gets the snap. Deep back. Miller's got it. Zach spins off 2 people. Boy, he's got that spin move down. And he gets it inside the 25-yard line. And really close to another Hearts first down.
Yeah, there was just nothing there for him between tackles, so he spins to his right and gets that one awful close to a first down.
Boy, it's just inside the 25, and they need to get to the 23-yard line for a first down. So they're going to call time. Hearts want to talk it over here. Timeout Effingham, and they're just going to let it lapse. No timeout. Hearts just decide they'll let that be the last play of the first quarter. And so we're running it down, and there's the buzzer. And we're through 1 quarter of football. Hearts did not call timeout. They just decided they'd talk it over. We've played 1 quarter here at Jim Finks Field in Salem. And after 1 on a football Friday night, it's Effingham 20, Salem nothing. Back with the 2nd quarter in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. If you need something better to haul your team in, you'll find it at Northside Ford. With hundreds of vehicles to choose from and a service department that can't be beat, you'll find that things really are better on the North Side. Stop in today or visit Northside Ford online at effinghamford.com.
We're ready for the 2nd quarter here at Salem. Effingham already up 20-0, and they have it 3rd and 1. And they run it up the middle. They've got the first down and then some. Still on his feet, Billy Arndt, and he gets it inside the 15-yard line for Effingham, and that'll give the Hearts a first down. So from the 25, he gets it inside the 15, and they'll eventually score it at the 11. So gain of 14 yards for Billy. And a new set of downs for the Hearts. It's 1st and 10 at Salem's 11, so not quite a 1st and goal.
64 yards for Billy on 3 carries. Of course, he had that 46-yarder on his first touch, but he's done a nice job. And, of course, Zach Miller having another Zach Miller night so far.
Doherty up under center, has been throughout the game, going to throw. Rolls to the far side. Throw is over the head of the intended receiver and incomplete. Stops the clock with 11:32 to go in the 2nd quarter. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10. That's Lane Koenig out there again, the intended receiver. It was just over everybody. There were a couple of possibilities. Koenig was nearest the football, and it was over his head and incomplete. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Took a little shot at the end of the play for his trouble, too.
20-0 Hearts. Next week it's homecoming. Home to the Taylorville Tornadoes. Kickoff at 7, hoping for a huge crowd out there at Klosterman Field next Friday night. Pitch play, Zach Miller going to the far side. Ooh, nice block. Gets inside one man, gets it inside the 10, and it turned out to be a nice gain. Boy, dipped the shoulder and got inside the outside linebacker who was trying to get him, and turned that into a nice gain inside the 10. They'll spot it at the 6. So from the 11 to the 6, Dustin, a 5-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 5.
That was Cole Moran throwing that block you mentioned. He got out in space and just leveled the guy to create some room for Miller to make the turn there.
Big week for Cole. Not only is he having a good game and the Hearts are ahead, but he's a brother again. Had a little sister born just today, so big news in the Moran family. Deep back Miller. Thought he was dead to rights. Gets away from 2. Falls near the 5. The ball's loose. Salem might have recovered. The ball's loose, and the Wildcats might have come up with this one. And they do say, bring out the Salem offense. Tristan Holmes recovers the fumble. So Miller got the ball inside the 10, and then all of a sudden you saw the scrum on the field, and that's never a good sign if you're the team on offense. Back to the 10, Dustin, so that's a 4-yard loss for Zach Miller. Salem recovers the fumble at the 10. The Wildcats have it 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line with 10:41 to go in the second quarter. So the miscue, and Salem picks it up. And they're back to Riley Martin at quarterback. I'll try to keep you up to date on who's the quarterback series to series. Handoff and nothing. Maybe a loss as the Hearts stood it up. McDonald again on the carry for Salem. He's been a busy lad. Going to leave it right at the 10. No gain at 2nd and 10.
They just haven't been able to get anything going in that running game. McDaniel now 6 yards on 6 carries, and then Riley Martin had that 2-yard loss on the fumble on the bad snap. So they've got 4 yards of total offense in their running game, and they've passed for 34 yards of total offense in about 14 minutes of football.
Martin back in the shotgun, looking to throw. Left-hander sends it out here deep, and it's caught out around the 40 to midfield and into Hearts territory. Now the ball's fumbled, but it goes out of bounds. So the Wildcats will retain possession inside the Hearts 40-yard line at the 36. What a nice grab out here by Brock Irwin from Effingham, from Salem's 10 to the Hearts 36-yard line. So 14 and 40 is 54-yard pass play, so that'll improve Riley Martin's passing stats.
Hit him in stride.
That was a pretty catch, too.
Yeah, over-the-shoulder catch. I mean, great throw, great catch. Just a real nice connection there. Two elements of the play conjugated into one major gain.
Across the middle, pass is caught. And another big gain near the Hearts 15-yard line. So they've sped it up a little, and Cole Stewart makes the catch for the Wildcats. And it is complete to the 16-yard line. So from the 36 to the 16, that's a gain of 20. And the new set of downs for the Wildcats. Kevin Doherty came up to make the tackle from the cornerback spot for the Hearts.
Yeah, Wildcats showing a little sign of life here. Showing a little pulse.
Hearts down or up 20 to nothing, and Salem's rocking and rolling, and they jump. Riley Martin got mad because I think he saw a lineman jump. So that's going to be a 5-yard procedure penalty for Salem. That'll push the ball back out across the 20 to the 21-yard line and make it 1st and 15.
Yeah, Martin's been working that hard count there, trying to get the Effingham players to jump a little bit, and that time I think he might have got his own guy a little antsy.
9:06 to go second quarter. Effingham leads at 20 to nothing, but boy, that fumble on Salem's 10-yard line hurts, and Salem with a couple of quick passing plays has got it into Hearts territory. Martin throws to the far side. It's caught again, but the Hearts are waiting this time in a very short gain, it appears. As Daniel Dillon made the catch for not a lot of yardage. And Hudson Graham over there on the stop for the Hearts, among others. Miller might actually come up from that linebacker spot. It is scored at the 18-yard line, so from the 21 to the 18, just a 3-yard gain on that pass play. All right, excuse me, the 14-yard line. Dustin, I apologize. 7-yard pass completion from the 21 to the 14, and we have time to talk about it because the next play ended up incomplete.
No, I think they give the catch to number 4, Tristan Holmes. They said he went down and got it.
I was watching one receiver, and farther down the field, man made the catch. Sorry about that, folks. Tristan Holmes does indeed make the catch. Thank you, Dustin. The ball was on the 14, pardon me, and it is now to the 2. That's a 12-yard pass play. And it's 1st and goal for Salem at Effingham's 2-yard line. So after the Hearts romped and stomped in the first quarter, the second quarter's been all Wildcats. Set up by the fumble. There's the snap. Here's the handoff. McDonald drives and dives, and he's in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Salem. And the score comes with 7:45 to play in the second quarter, and that makes it a 20-6 game. So 20-6 now the score. And Salem will kick for the extra point, and they noticed nobody had a kicking tee. It was back here in the golf cart of equipment here farther up the field, so some of the helpers made sure they got that tee out there. So a 2-yard run by McDonald gets Salem on the scoreboard, and again it comes with 7:45 to go in the second period to make it a 20-6 game. And they'll kick. Irwin, the kicker, it's up, and it is good. That makes it 20-7. So Brock Irwin with the extra point, and it's a 20-7 game. Back with a kickoff in a minute. Hearts in front here at 97.9 XFM.
From an oil change to new brakes, or possibly a major overhaul, our service makes a difference at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham. Trust your car or truck repairs to the most experienced repair shop in the area. Look for our specials online at danheck.com.
6-play 90-yard drive took 2:56 off the clock. They started that drive at their own 10. McDonald took it in from 2 yards out. The kick was good. Salem's on the board. It's a 20-7 game with 7:45 to go in the second quarter. Kickoff right down the middle and over the head of the intended return man for the Hearts, but he goes back to pick it up. He's outside the 10 at about the 14-yard line. Wow, that went over the head of Nick Berger, but he reached a hand up to try and get it. He touched it. That made a live ball. He went back and got it, and got it at least out across the 10 to the 14-yard line. So the Hearts have a long way to go to pay dirt. Hearts had driven it to the 10 of Salem, leading 20-0. The fumble was turned into a 90-yard touchdown drive by Salem. They're within 20-7, and now the Hearts start this drive at their own 14-yard line.
Yeah, it was a pretty impressive display from the Wildcats, passing the ball, mixing up the throws, hitting a lot of different guys. Riley Martin back under center did a good job.
Doherty with a pitch play to Zach Miller, turns it up now after sprinting to the far side, and he gets it out across the 20 to about the 23-yard line, so a good gain on first down.
Like we talked about in the break, Greg, what Effingham has to do here is just come right back, put together a nice little drive and stop that momentum, and don't let these Wildcats get any ideas about how this game's going to go down.
Call it the 22, a gain of 8, and that'll make it 2nd and 2. Salem scores. Let's see if the Hearts can respond and push that lead back to a decent amount. Doherty up back, gets the handoff. Not much. Maybe to the 25. Salem smelled that one out pretty well. Popping up out of the bottom of the fray is Travis Durbin, and it's a carry to the 25, a gain of 3. That should be enough for a first down. No, it was Travis Durbin, trust me. Durbin carrying, and it's good to the 25, and it is enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Hearts at their 25. Again, this drive started on the 14, so let's see what happens. Hearts have been able to move the ball pretty much at will tonight. Back to the deep back. It's Miller through everybody, coming to the near side, got one man to beat. Now he's got some help, and he gets it near midfield before they finally take him down. Nice run by Zach Miller, and a first down for the Hearts.
Riley Martin, the DB there, was holding on for dear life until a teammate could come and clean things up. Zach dragged him a couple 3 yards down the field before Martin could get a little help, but a big gain for first down for Effingham.
And there's a flag, and this one may be coming back. Penalty on the play on the Hearts. This is something that the Hearts really have not had to deal with a lot this season. Have been penalties. Flag was thrown at about the 28, so just a little bit away from the original line of scrimmage. It's going to come back to the 17-yard line. So from the 27 was the spot of the foul. 10 yards back to the 17-yard line. So the Hearts end up losing 8 yards on that play instead of a big gain to near midfield.
That's something we saw a lot the last couple seasons, Greg, was big plays that ended up coming back on penalties. And like you said, the Hearts have really cleaned things up this year. It hasn't been an issue, and let's just hope that they clean it up now.
So 1st and 17 at the 17. Miller goes to the far side. Zach still on his feet now. They take him down. And there might not have been much of a gain on that play. So Salem feeling their oats after scoring their last possession, playing some inspired defense now. And the spot of the football is the 17. No gain. 2nd and 17 at the 17.
You can definitely sense a little bit of energy on this side of the field, Greg, right now. We're on the side with the Salem fans and the Salem benches in front of us, and you can tell that they're feeling pretty good about things right now as we come down to 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Koenig back in. He's split out here on the near side. We're on the across the field from the Hearts, and somebody moved, and Salem's pointing, and let's see if they're right.
Yeah.
They are right. Another foul on the Hearts. Man, this will be a 5-yarder, but when you're inside your 20, that's enough. So it's back to the 12. Man, so now it's 2nd and 22.
22 to go for Effingham on their 11-yard line.
And Hearts are spinning and not gaining any traction here.
Yeah, that's true. Just those back tires are catching, not catching any friction back there, just throwing up some mud right now, digging deeper.
Carter Hayes split out here wide to the near side. There's the pass, and he catches it, and he's out across the 20 to the 25-yard line, so some gain. They gave him a little room out there, playing kind of loose like the Bears play on secondary, and it's a pass completion to about the 23-yard line, gain of 12.
22 to go for Effingham ball throw.
So it's still 3rd and 11. And let's see what the Hearts can do here with the ball at their 23 and 4.5 to go before halftime.
Hayes did have to come back for that pass a little bit. Might have cost him a little bit of extra yards after the catch.
Doherty in the shotgun, I think, for the first time tonight. Rolling to the near side. Got a man. It's caught out there by Miller, but they take Zach down shy of the first down, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
32, Zach Miller.
Good throw. Zach caught it right between the 3 and the 2, but Salem was waiting. It's out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. They're going to spot it from the 23 to the 31, a gain of 8. It's 4th and 3. See if the Hearts go for it. My guess is they'll punt.
Yeah, Kevin Doherty seems to be back deep enough to get a kickoff here. I don't think there's probably much point in risking it right in this situation.
Still well into Salem territory, or well into Effingham territory. Oh, they are going to throw, and they strip it from him, and he has to fall on the ball, and Salem's going to get it first down in great field position. I just wondered whether they might have something up their sleeve. But when Kevin got the ball, Salem swatted it loose. He had to fall on it. The Hearts lose yardage on the play.
Big yardage.
And from the 32, it's back to the 21, a loss of 11 for Doherty. And it's 1st and 10 for Salem at Effingham's 21-yard line.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, now you're giving Salem a really short field, plenty of time. They just came off a big drive. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that's really costly to going for the fake right there.
So 2 turnovers, as it were. Here's a pass completed inside the 10, and there the goal line, touchdown Salem. Pass play to Tristan Holmes is good for the score. So they went for the whole enchilada on first down, and they cash in. 21-yard pass completion to Tristan Holmes for a touchdown. That makes it a 20-13 game. And here come the Wildcats. Wow. Pass play good for 21 yards and the touchdown. It comes with 3:37 to go in the second quarter. Hearts owned it in the first quarter. Salem's owning it in this second period. Irwin in for the extra point here for Salem. Brock Irwin. And the kick's up, and it's good. And it's 20-14 all of a sudden. And the Hearts find themselves in a football game. 3:37 to go, second quarter. Back with a kickoff in a minute. Effingham 20, Salem 14 here on 97.9 XFM. Field's just in terrible shape here at Salem. Their kicker, Irwin, tried to kick off there. He slipped and fell. Travis Durbin got the ball. He tried to make a cut on his return. He fell down. So the ball's at the 33. So the Hearts in decent shape to start this drive with 3:31 to go in the second quarter. But again, their kicker fell down, and Durbin trying to return it fell down in the middle of the field. So that's another thing that might factor into this one. 3:31 to go second quarter. Hearts will set up shop at their 33-yard line. 33-yard line. First and 10, but Salem's now back within 20-14 as they've scored on consecutive possessions. Here's the handoff. Miller goes nowhere. Handoff to Zach, and there's just nothing. Salem is fired up and then some. They haven't won this season, folks, and they're feeling it. They're tasting something that hasn't been in their mouth so far this year, the taste of victory, or the possible victory. No gain. In fact, a loss back to the 28, a loss of 5, and it's 2nd and 15.
16 to go, ball on the 28-yard line.
So 2nd and, I say 15, they say 16 on the scoreboard, but back to the 28. Hearts need to get something going. There's a whistle. What's this about? Was the play clock elapsed? Nope. Procedure penalty, and it's on the Hearts. 5-yard walk-off. Boy, this has been the ugliest quarter of the season.
Yeah, you went from this dominating first quarter where you scored 3 touchdowns in the first 10 minutes and you're just owning things, and now Salem has come up with the answer, that's for sure, and the Hearts are making their fair share of their own mistakes too, besides the fact that Salem's just playing good ball.
So a 5-yard walk-off back to the 23, and it's 2nd and 21 now. Doherty going to throw. Give him some time. Here comes Salem. He's on the run. He's got to tuck it in. He's got it out of bounds at about the 25. So he made some positive yardage. There was nowhere to go, and Salem is rushing everybody but the kitchen sink. One of the Salem kids is down here for a minute. We'll check on him and also get the spot of the football. And the officials call time here as the Salem players down here near the Salem sideline. That comes with 2:26 to go in the second quarter. I cannot see the young man's number yet. We'll let you know when we know who that is. And the spot of the football to the 26, Dustin. So a gain of 3 out of all that for Doherty. And that'll make it 3rd and 21.
Yeah, Doherty took a deep drop there and had players converging on him all real quick. 3 guys just matriculating in the backfield there, and he had to run for his life just to turn that into any sort of a positive gain.
Salem players still down. They're talking to him. I think just making sure that all the parts are working. I think he'll pop up here in a minute. And I see him moving. That's always my first thing. If I see the young man moving, that's what I want to see first of all, and he is. So hopefully we'll get him on his feet here in a minute. It's 3rd and 17 for the Hearts at their 26-yard line. They're still ahead, but it's 20-14. That's after it was 20-0, and they had it on Salem's 10-yard line. All of a sudden, here we are, and it's 20-14, and the Hearts are on their own 26-yard line, and it's 3rd and a bundle.
You really did think that Effingham was poised to go up by a 4th score in that situation. There was really no reason to believe anything else was going to happen the way things had gone so far tonight, but that certainly has been a turning point of the game. Salem gets the football back, drives it 90 yards, and here we are. It's a 6-point game as we close in on halftime, and finally number 75 for Salem gets up. That's Tristan Hanks. He's 6'7", 310 pounds, so it took a couple people to get him to his feet, but he looks like he's maybe going to be able to shake things off. Seems to be walking okay, no limp, so I'm not sure what's going on exactly.
Holding on. I don't think he's quite, I'm not sure that he could do higher math right now. I think he got hit a lick.
Yeah, maybe he got his bell rung down there.
They're going to sit him on the bench. He's moving pretty slowly, but thankfully he walked off the field under his own power. Well, anyway, back to the game. Hearts with the ball at their own 26. 3rd and 17. Doherty under center. And they're running up the middle, and the man's loose. It's the up back. It's Billy Arden. He's got the first down.
It's going to be close.
He's got it.
And you saw a referee down on the sideline bite the dust down there to the foot footing is terrible down there on the field, apparently.
Riley Martin.
And that's enough for a first down. He needed to get it to the 43, and he got to the 44-yard line. Billy Arndt with a maybe game saver from the 26 to the 44, a gain of 18, and the Hearts have a 1st and 10.
Let's just hope that this is where Effingham gets things back under control. Things have been a bit of a tailspin right now, but maybe they've gotten things leveled out again.
Up under center, Doherty now going to throw, coming to the near side. He's got some time, looking, goes back across the field on the throw, and it's incomplete.
I think he just threw that one away, as it turns out. Just went for the sideline on it.
So he threw back across the field, and it goes incomplete. I get nervous when you throw across the field.
I think he's feeling a little pressure there in the backfield right now. I think he had a little more time than he thought he did to make a read and possibly make a throw, try to pick out a receiver. But he did have a guy bearing down on him. There was a blocker in the area, but after the way the last couple pass plays have gone, it's no wonder he's maybe a little bit nervous.
Clock stops with 1:56 to go in the second quarter, brings up a 2nd and 10. Effingham is still in front, 20-14 as we approach halftime. Doherty going to set up in the shotgun with Miller alongside him, and there's another whistle. Somebody line up offside this time.
Got timeout for Salem.
Timeout, Wildcats. Timeout, Salem. 1:56 to go, second quarter. Back in a minute at Salem. It's Effingham 20, Salem 14. Here on 97.9 XFM.
If you haven't seen the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200, get to Geckner Brothers today and check it out. It's roomy, comfortable, and rebuilt from the ground up, now with great finance offers. See the new 200 and other great Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models today at Geckner Brothers on East Fayette Avenue in Effingham.
1:56 to go in the second quarter. It's Effingham 20, Salem 14. Hearts with it 2nd and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Kevin Doherty in the shotgun. There's the snap. They fake the handoff. Gonna throw. Looking across the middle. Now he has to run with it. He's going to get a lot of yardage out of this. First down. He's still on his feet, and he's inside Salem's 35-yard line before he runs out of bounds and then ends up somewhere near the track over there on the far side of the field. I think he got a little help out of bounds. But sometimes it's tough when you have a head of steam up to get stopped. It's a gain to Salem's 33-yard line. Just what the doctor ordered there. A gallop of 22 yards for Kevin Doherty. And it's 1st and 10 for the Hearts at Salem's 33-yard line.
That was a passing play to start with. Had a little play action fake to Zach Miller. And then Doherty just decided it's going to be best to tuck and run.
Same thing, shotgun, set up. It's Zach Miller, and he lost his footing, and he goes down. It was setting up to where it might have been a nice gain, but he loses his footing. Boy, I tell you, the field condition is just terrible. And players for both teams are hitting the deck here. It ends up about no gain. No gain, as it turns out, still at the 33, and it's 2nd and 10. And timeout on the field with 1:38 to go, second quarter. Let's take a 30, Brian. It's Effingham 20, Salem 14 here on 97.9 XFM.
Federated Auto Parts, this is Ben. Yeah, we have that. I'll send it. Thank you. Hot shot!
And that's how it's done every day at Blankenship Auto Parts in Effingham, where the professionals go to get their parts.
1:38 to go, second quarter. We're at Jim Finks Field in Salem, Illinois. Effingham in front of Salem, 20-14 with 1:38 to go before halftime. And Hearts facing a big situation here, 2nd and 10 on Salem's 33-yard line. They'd love to regain the momentum. A couple of nice plays have gone back-to-back, but then Zach Miller lost his footing. So the Hearts knocking on the door, as it were, at Salem's 33, and Doherty sets up again in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. There's the handoff. No, he's going to keep it. Fake the handoff. Doherty again goes to the far side, still on his feet. There's a flag, but he gets near the Salem 10-yard line before he goes down. So the hope here is this is a Salem penalty. It's thrown along the path that Doherty was running, though, and I don't feel real optimistic here.
You can hope all you want, but the timing of the flag and the location of it probably leads you to believe that there's going to be a hold or a block in the back, and that's exactly
it's a hold, and it's on the Hearts, and the play's going to come back. Flag is thrown right about the first down marker, so they'll run it back 10 from there. The first down markers at about the 23-yard line. Play started at the 33. So it comes back to the 33-yard line. So we're right back where we started on that play, except nothing, except there's more time off the clock. So they're still and it's 2nd and 10, so it's just like an incomplete pass the way it turned out.
Half a dozen penalties on the Hearts for 45 yards in this first half. Not something that we've seen this year.
Going to be real disappointing to Coach Mack, this number of penalties. Snap, Doherty fakes the handoff, looking to throw. They're after him again. He decides to tuck it in, and he gets near the 30. Not much of a gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 7.
Yeah, Salem's getting in the backfield in a hurry here, and it is disrupting the running plays. It's disrupting the passing plays. It's just causing Effingham all sorts of problems in every phase of their offense.
Just 2-yard gain, so that'll make it 3rd and 8. So a 2-yard gain out, all that for Doherty to the 31, and now it's 3rd and 8. 58 seconds left before halftime. Man, Hearts owned it in the first quarter, and Salem's dominated in the second period, but the Hearts are trying to regroup here. And let's see if they can still punch it in here with just under a minute to go before the half. Hearts lead it 20-14. Man in motion. Ball's fumbled. Salem falls on it. The Wildcats have the ball with 55 seconds to go. And now we've got a bit of a scrum. I heard plenty of whistles. I don't know why there'd be some activity. Salem gets the ball back. That's the 3rd time the Hearts have had it and lost it in this first half. Golly. So Salem gets it. It'll be 1st down for the Wildcats at their 36-yard line. So there was a 5-yard loss on the play.
There's a football on the play.
Back to the 36, and that's where Salem will set up with 55 seconds left before halftime. They score, they could go ahead before we go to the locker room.
That fumble came on an exchange between Kevin Doherty and Zach Miller. I don't know if there was some miscommunication about whether it was supposed to be a play fake or an actual running play, but something didn't go right there.
So here's the handoff, and they run it up the gut, and that's McDonald, and he gets it out near the 40 on 1st down. And it keeps the clock running, which is, this point's probably to the Hearts' advantage.
Yes.
To the 39-yard line, 36 to the 39, a gain of 3, and it's 2nd and 7.
On the 39-yard line.
Down to 35 seconds before halftime. Remember, they're still on Salem's end of the field here. From the shotgun, it's Martin. He throws deep, and it is picked. Michael Carey with the interception for Effingham. Riley Martin was in at quarterback, and you could just see it. I just was saying, just make the catch, Michael. Just make the catch, and he did. And the Hearts get the ball back at Effingham's 31-yard line. So a nice deep throw by Riley Martin, but he threw it up for grabs, and a good job by the Hearts cornerback, Michael Carey. He gets the pick, and the Hearts get the ball right back at their 31-yard line. 1st and 10 with 23 seconds to go before the half.
So Michael's 3rd interception of the season. He had 2 in a game earlier this year, and that one comes at a real nice time.
So let's see if the Hearts just take a knee here. 23 seconds left before halftime. They're in the shotgun, though. They may try one and see what happens. They throw it out in the flats. It's complete to Zach Miller. Let's see if he can do the rest. He's out near a 1st down, out about the 40-yard line. And that might have been the last gasp here, and now we may just let the clock run down. Nope, they're going to stop it. It's a gain of 9, Dustin. To the 40-yard line.
2nd down and 1 for
the clock stopped with 13 seconds left, and somebody called time, probably Effingham. Now that they got the ball out to the 40, they may discuss what they're going to try here. So from the 31 to the 40, a 9-yard gain. It was a pass play to Miller, and he got it out to the 40. And so it's 2nd and 1 at Effingham's own 40. 13 seconds left before halftime. So you going for the whole enchilada here?
I guess so. We've seen turnovers be a problem. You would sure hate to put the ball on the ground in a situation where maybe Salem can return it. I mean, part of you thinks the way things have gone this quarter, maybe it's best to just regroup at halftime. But by the same token, you don't get momentum by doing nothing. So maybe you get to feeling good going into halftime if you can run a big play here, even if you don't get in the end zone, just to prove to yourselves that you can string something together.
But what you said there, I agree with run for a different reason than you said it. I think I'd just run the ball and see what happens. I don't believe I'd be putting the ball up. Let's see what happens here. 2nd and 1. Hearts have the ball at their 40. 13 seconds left before half. Doherty's going to throw. Looking to the near side. It is caught out here by Zach Miller. He gets it out of bounds with about 6 seconds left. It's into Salem territory at the 44-yard line. And I'll tell you, I'll give Coach Mack credit. I've seen him run some drills with about a minute to go in a period, and I've seen the Hearts score an awful lot of times. From Effingham's 40 to Salem's 46, that's a gain of 14 yards, and the Hearts have it in Wildcat territory. 6.5 seconds left. 1st and 10 at Salem's 46.
So this will probably be the last play, and barring something really strange,
Let's see what happens. Boy, they got wide receivers left and right. 4 guys that are going to go deep. Doherty, throw across the middle. It's low and incomplete, and that'll leave it with 2.5 seconds. Carter Hayes did everything he could. He dove for the ball, but throw was not one of Kevin Doherty's best. It stops the clock with 2.5 seconds left and brings up a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Kevin got it out there really quickly. It was a low throw that had his receiver going down to the ground, probably just as well as he didn't catch it. Now you get, I guess, one more try here. And now they really will. I mean, they're just going to have to toss it down towards the end zone and hope for something.
I keep remembering, well, yeah, if you keep it in the air enough, your time's going to elapse, and then you got to make sure you play good defense if there's a pick. I remember that 48-yard pass play earlier to Noah Lohman that got called back. Here's the pass play. Doherty looking. Got some time this time. He throws to the far side, and it's knocked down by Salem, plus there's a flag. And let's see who the flag is on, because the half can't necessarily end on this penalty if it's on the wrong team.
I thought Dakota McDonald was going to corral that interception and have nobody between him and the end zone, obviously, before.
Face mask is the call.
On who? Did he signal which?
Not yet. Referee's telling us now. Personal foul. It's on Salem. They're on defense, so the half can't end on that, so the Hearts are going to get one more play. Holy cow. So there's no time on the clock. They'll spot it from the line of scrimmage. And that's a personal foul, so that's 15 yards.
All the way
so
to
from the 46 to the 31, you can do your math too. That's right. So it's 31 of Salem. There's no time, but Hearts have a chance to throw it up and see what happens.
Yeah, now you just got to go for it, because this is a big backbreaker for Salem if they give you this play and you score on it. I mean, that would really hurt the home team here.
A half cannot end on a defensive penalty. Hearts have it at Salem's 31 now, so they get one more bite at the apple. Maybe it's destiny.
Salem's been less penalized tonight, but this one could end up being the costliest.
So they got Arndt lined up. Now Billy's in motion. Doherty in the shotgun. Give him a block. He's got some time. Throwing to the end zone. He's got a man there, and he overthrows him and throws it out of bounds, and that finally ends the first half. Carter Hayes was in the area, but Doherty really let it go. Incomplete, and that ends the half. Boy, the Hearts had it all in the first quarter. Salem owned the second quarter. At the half, it's anybody's game. Here at Salem, at the half, it's Effingham 20, Salem 14. Halftime show on the way in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. If you need something better to haul your team in, you'll find it at Northside Ford. With hundreds of vehicles to choose from and a service department that can't be beat, you'll find that things really are better on the North Side. Stop in today or visit Northside Ford online at effinghamford.com.
Coin flip game to get into that division series.
Let's see what happens as we start this third quarter. Salem kicks off because, as usual, the Hearts try to get that second half kickoff, and the kickoff goes out of bounds. So that's going to bring it up to the 35. So the Hearts are going to have pretty good field position to start this second half. Well, best thing the Hearts can do is forget that second quarter or learn from it, one or the other. but it wasn't pretty, and that let Salem back in this ball game, and it's 20-14 Hearts as we start the second half.
Yeah, speaking of things that aren't pretty, I'm guessing that the locker room was not a fun place to be at halftime, at least not the visiting locker room.
No, I'm pretty sure the paint was coming off the walls. I don't mean nasty language, but I'm sure it was
scathing.
I'm sure it was emphatic. So first down, 10 for the Hearts at their 35. Effingham is still, despite everything that happened in that second quarter, the Hearts are still ahead 20-14 as we start the second half.
Yeah, it is a little easy to forget that they are winning this game, and they've got the football, and all they have to do is get the ship righted, and they should be fine.
Doherty from the shotgun on 1st and 10 hands it off. Nope, he did not hand it off. Comes to the near side. He's got the first down, and he's just about to midfield. That's what you like to see on first down. Kevin Doherty carrying the ball about as much as we've seen this season tonight, and it's a 1st and 10 to the 49, a gain of 14 yards.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question this is the most action he's seen keeping it himself. That's his 7th carry. Only 26 yards because of some things here and there, but he's been very active running the football, and maybe that's a little wrinkle that the Hearts are trying to throw here.
Billy Arndt in at the up back, Zach Miller at the tailback. There's the handoff to the deep back Miller. He gets away from some defenders. Good blocking out front, and he's got it turned up along the sidelines. Stepped out inside the Salem 35-yard line. Man, if he'd been able to make that cut a little closer to the middle part of the field, he might have been gone.
And you wonder, we've talked about the footing here a little bit at Jim Fink's field and ice rink, and maybe that helped, kept him from being able to get a good cut there. Maybe he just didn't have room. Looks like a 14-yard gain there.
From Effingham's 49 to Salem's 37, it is indeed a gain of 14 and back-to-back first downs for the Hearts, and they have it at Salem's 37-yard line. Doherty to the up back. That's Billy Arndt. He's loose down the middle. He's away from everybody. No flags, please. To the 5 to the touchdown, Effingham. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, that works.
Salem's pounding the field. Riley Martin thought he had him. He got away, though. Billy is so strong. He and Zach both are both specimens. And Billy Arndt, what a heck of a run. 37 yards to pay dirt. And the Hearts extend that lead back to 26-14. Score comes with 11:39 to go in the third quarter. And boy, that is exactly why you want the football to start the second half. Michael Carey in to kick the extra point from Joe Neiman's hold. Salem had scored 14 straight, but the Hearts put one on the board here. First possession of the second half. There's the snap, the placement, the kick. It is up, and it is plenty good. And the Hearts extend their lead. 27-14 Effingham, 11:39 to go third quarter. Kickoff on the way in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Choose from over 10 acres of new Chevrolets and Toyotas during our model year closeout, going on now. On special sale is the #1 selling car in America, Toyota Camry. See you today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or danheck.com online.
3 plays, 65 yards, a 21-second touchdown drive for Effingham, capped by a nice 37-yard touchdown run by Billy Arndt. Michael Carey's kick is good, and the Hearts have extended the lead to 27-14, and a whistle on the kickoff. My guess is somebody was downfield ahead of the kicker.
That's too bad, because that was a nice kick. That was that one had a lot of air underneath it, and would have been a pretty tough return opportunity for Salem. Instead, they're going to have to walk it back 5 yards and do it over again.
Well, the Hearts are just committing penalties that we haven't seen all season, and I guess maybe you have a game like this over the course of the season, but man, 4.5 games into the season, you wouldn't expect some of this stuff.
Yeah, it does catch you a little bit off guard. It certainly hasn't been an issue, and all you could do is hope that it's a blip in the radar, but it has basically been going on for a quarter and a half now, and that's 7 penalties tonight on the Hearts. It's probably more already than they've had in any one game all season.
Michael Carey's been busy. He's had to kick a lot. See about this one. The Hearts stay back well. There you go. There's a good clean one and a line drive spinner. And it's taken inside the 10, so nothing wrong with Michael's second kick. Salem's got a return going up the middle, and they get it out across their 30. So a decent return. And then some, and the Hearts get it, Salem gets it 1st and 10 outside their 30-yard line. Return man there for Salem was Eric Schoonover, the sophomore. Good return up the middle there. And It'll be 1st and 10 at, guess what? The 32-yard line. They've started at the 33, the 33, and the 32 on 3 of their drives tonight. So that means the Hearts bend but don't break. 11:31 to go, third quarter. Hearts now up 27-14. Boy, that's nice to have that touchdown. They're going to throw out in the flats. It's complete out there. And Tristan Holmes has it, and he's out near the 40-yard line after the catch. They have Colton Harness back in at quarterback. Michael Carey, the cornerback, came up and made the stop there to the 40, Dustin, a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Excuse me, to the 32. Line of scrimmage was the 32, they said. So to the 40, that'd be a gain of 8, and that's 2nd and 2. I'm getting conflicting signals here. Not from you. They're in the shotgun. Harness looks to hand it off, kept it, and he's stuffed. In fact, they lost yardage. Nice play by the Hearts defense this time. Harness faked the handoff, kept it, and he was taken down in a hurry. Griffin Page led the charge for the Hearts on that one. A nice defensive stop. Pushes the ball back to the 38, a loss of 2. That'll make it 3rd and 5. That's a nice stop. So, 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats at their 38. 10:20 to go in the third quarter. Hearts leaded by 13 here. Next week, the Hearts come home. Homecoming against Taylorville. Looking for a big crowd out there. From the shotgun, Harness gets the snap, fakes the throw, rolls to the near side, cross the middle, intercepted. Hearts get the pick. It's picked by Travis Durbin. He's to the 20, to the 15, still on his feet, to the 10, to the 5. Hearts get it 1st and goal to go at Salem's 5-yard line.
Picked that one off at about the 46-yard line and took it. Looks to be a more than 40-yard return for Travis Durbin. That's going to work.
What a pretty slashing run on the return. And he gets it 1st and goal at the 5. Line of scrimmage was the 38. Hearts get the pick in the person of Travis Durbin, and it's 1st and goal to go for the Hearts at the 5-yard line, and Salem wants timeout. Timeout Wildcats, 9:55 to go, third quarter. At Salem, it's Effingham 27, Salem 14, and the Hearts knocking on the door. Back in 30, Brian, on 97.9 XFM. Came at Effingham's 40, Salem's 46, returned it to Salem's 5. So a 41-yard run after the pick by Travis Durbin, and the Hearts have it 1st and goal to go at the Salem 5 here with 9:55 to go in the third quarter.
So 4 takeaways for this Effingham defense, 3 interceptions. That was the first one thrown by Colton Harness tonight. The other 2 came off the hand of Riley Miller.
See what the Hearts do here with Doherty up under center on 1st and goal at the 5. There's the snap, handoff to the up back. And who is that fighting and diving and driving?
I think it's Durbin.
I want to double check. See who they peel off the bottom. That's what the scoreboard operator, the public address announcer, it is Travis. So he was right back in there after the return on that interception. And they'll give him to the... Where's my sideline official? I hope he didn't get hurt when he went down earlier, because, you know, we've had a man on the side here.
Yep.
And there's nobody there right now. There he is. I'm just trying to get the spot of the ball, the 4. So give Durbin 1, Dustin. From the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal for Effingham at Salem's 4-yard line. Hearts lead at 27-14 and knocking on the door here. Doherty up under center. Hearts in his way, leaps and goes into the end zone. Touchdown Effingham. And one Salem defender got left in the dust as Zach literally leaped over him into the end zone. Touchdown Hearts, and that extends Effingham's lead to 33-14. And after that awful second quarter, the Hearts have certainly righted the ship here. Got the lead back to 19 and going to kick for one more here. The score comes from 4 yards out, pardon me. on the run by Zach Miller, his 4th touchdown of the night. And that makes it 33-14. The score comes with 9:21 to go in the third quarter. Carried a kick now from Neiman's hold. It's down, it's up, and it's blocked. That's a second block extra point for Salem tonight. And I think it was Eric Schoonover who's feeling real good about that.
Yeah, I was going to say it must have been him that blocked the kick based on the reaction afterwards. But I think Effingham would take the block kick and the 19-point lead anytime they want.
9:21 to go, third quarter. It's Effingham 33, Salem 14. Kickoff in 30 seconds here on 97.9 XFM.
If you haven't seen the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200, get to Geckner Brothers today and check it out. It's roomy, comfortable, and rebuilt from the ground up, now with great finance offers. See the new 200 and other great Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models today at Geckner Brothers on East Fayette Avenue in Effingham.
2 plays, 5 yards, highlighted by the 4-yard touchdown run by Zach Miller. Michael Carey's kick was blocked, but the Hearts have extended the lead to 33-14 with 9:21 to go here in the third quarter. Boy, the Hearts played a stellar first quarter, didn't look good at all in the second quarter, and have come out hitting on all 8 here to start the third period.
Yeah, they've got that lead back up to 19. Let's just hope that it's not a deal where it's only odd-numbered quarters. Hopefully they'll finish things up in the fourth, but can breathe a little easier now.
Michael Carey's kickoff, a low liner along the ground, and it's fielded at about the 25-yard line by Salem, and a return out across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. And that's where Salem will set up shop. The return man that time for the Wildcats, Devin White, 5'11", 195-pound junior. And he returns the ball out across Salem's 35 to the 37-yard line. So first and 10 for the Wildcats at their 37. Hearts lead at 33-14, looking for their 4th win in a row. Hosting Taylorville on homecoming night next Friday night. We'll have it for you at 7 right where you're listening tonight. Or if you're watching the video of the game, you can look for it there. Pass is attempted. Pass is caught. Tristan Holmes, he can play for me about any time. He can flat catch the football. It is complete, though, for a short gain out across the 40 to the 41. So a gain of 4 on that pass play at 2nd and 6.
This is Riley Martin back doing the quarterbacking now.
Thank you. It's like they're almost exchanging every series. And so Riley Martin, the junior, is at quarterback. Colton Harness, the senior, and he have taken turns tonight. It's sort of like Eastern. Throw, incomplete. Wow. It almost was picked again. Joe Neiman had a real good look at that ball, but it went past him. The intended receiver, I guess, was Cole Stewart, but it came out, and they're saying Irwin was the intended receiver, but Stewart was there too. Regardless, it fell incomplete. Stops the clock with 8:37 to go in the third quarter. Brings up a 3rd and 6.
The stretches of time that Salem has moved the football tonight, they've done it through the air, but they've put it up 18 times now and been picked off 4. That's not exactly the kind of percentage you want to see as an offensive coordinator, so the Hearts defense has certainly done the job most of the time. From the shotgun, they throw to the flats out here. It is complete to Stewart, and he gets it out across the 45-yard line, short of a first down, but Stewart makes the catch to the 46-yard line, a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 4th and 1. Obviously, now 19, you got to figure they're going to go for it here about the middle part of the field. The last score I had on the Taylorville game with Mount Zion, it was Taylorville leading Mount Zion 14-12 at halftime. That's the last score. Taylorville was up by 2 at halftime. So that's the latest we have on that one. Again, Taylorville and Effingham next Friday night for homecoming at EHS. Get you up to date on that Mattoon-Charleston game as often as we can as well. 4th and 1 for Salem. Man in motion. They're at their 46. They're going to throw. Scrambling. Pass is up there, and it's caught. There's that young man again as Tristan Holmes is catching everything in sight for Salem, and it's good for a first down into Effingham territory. From Effingham's 40 to Effingham's 44-yard line. From Salem's 46, so exactly a 10-yard completion to Salem's 44-yard line, and a new set of downs for the Salem Wildcats. Wildcats needed less than a yard to get that first down, yet they put it in the air down the field a little bit, so that kind of of shows you what their running game has given them so far, that's where their confidence is.
First down, they are going to run it this time. Martin, and he's taken down maybe for a loss. He ran to the far side of the field, and over there in a hurry is Jordan Coleman. Nice job by Jordan Coleman to come up and make the stop for the Hearts. It is to the 45, so actually a loss of a yard there. Nice work by Coleman coming up. He's playing in that corner spot for the Hearts. Actually, maybe at a linebacker spot. Came up and made the stop there. A loss of one back to the 45. So that brings up a 2nd and 11 now for the Wildcats at the Hearts 45. From the shotgun, Riley Martin throws out here in the flats and right through the hands of the Salem receiver. Intended receiver was Daniel Dillon, and he should have had that one. He'd be the first to tell you. Incomplete, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 at the Hearts 45.
Yeah, Martin's hit a couple guys in the hands tonight and hasn't gotten any help there, but that's too bad for them because I think they would have had a little bit of yards after the catch there if he's able to hold on to it, but as it stands, it's going to be 3rd and long for the Wildcats.
Got an update on that Mount Zion-Taylorville game. Mount Zion's moved back in front. 18-17 Mount Zion in the 3rd quarter. And Mattoon's leading Charleston 34-14 in the battle for Coles County being played at Eastern tonight. So those two other Apollo Conference games. From the shotgun, Riley Martin going to throw across the middle. It's through the hands of Stewart, incomplete. It was really too high. Stewart tried to go up and get it, but the Hearts were waiting, and nice work by Joe Neiman on defense for the Hearts. Stewart was not going to catch that without a fight. So the pass is incomplete, and that'll bring up a 4th and 11. And they have it at the Hearts 45. So let's see what they do here.
Stewart, 6'4", gave that one a good try. He had to get every bit of his length just to get a hand on it. But yeah, they're gonna
go for it.
Yep.
On 4th and 11 at the Hearts 45. There's the shout. He's trying to change the cadence, get the Hearts to jump on the hard count. Now he checks the sidelines when that doesn't work. So now he's checking the wristband. And let's see what the junior does now at that quarterback spot. There's the snap. Back to throw. Cross the middle. It's elevated and it's incomplete. And the Hearts will get the football. Blake White and Michael Carey and Kevin Doherty. Back there in the secondary for the Hearts, making sure that ball wasn't caught. Stewart was the intended receiver. Also back there was, of course, Tristan Holmes in the mix. Nobody could catch that one. It falls incomplete, and the Hearts take it over on downs. 1st and 10 for the Hearts at their 45-yard line. And this drive will start with 7:19 to go in the 3rd quarter.
It's a nice little stand for the Hearts defense, and now you get a relatively short field to work with here on your own 45 to get things going.
Feel good. You had 2 scores since halftime, and now you stop them. And let's see what happens here. Deep back, Zach Miller on the run. Big run. They're 40. They're 35. They're 30. Got one man to beat. He steps inside him. 10-5. Touchdown Effingham. What a run by Zach Miller. His 5th touchdown of the night.
We better give Wyatt Cayley some big props, though. He blocked 2 guys, stayed on his feet, and then threw the block that sprung Miller for the rest of the score. He was getting downfield in a hurry and did a great job. Yeah, so a big touchdown run for Zach, but definitely give the assist to Wyatt Cayley. That was a big play.
Not the first big block he's thrown tonight. We have talked all season about this big offensive line, and the Hearts have a lot of weapons to touch the ball. An awful lot of great blocks. 55-yard touchdown run. Hearts have extended the lead to 39-14, and boy, has the complexion of this game turned around in a hurry.
Again.
Yes, exactly. Carey to kick the extra point. It's up, and this one's plenty good. 40-14 Effingham, as the Hearts put a bundle of points on the board again. Still 7:06 to go in the 3rd quarter. Back with a kickoff in 30. It's Effingham 40, Salem 14 here on 97.9 XFM.
Federated Auto Parts, this has been. Yeah, we have that. I'll send it. Thank you. Hot shot!
And that's how it's done every day at Blankenship Auto Parts in Effingham, where the professionals go to get their parts.
One play, 55 yards on that drive. 13-second drive. The last 4 drives count in the Salem score. The last Salem score, 6 seconds, 21 seconds, 34 seconds, and 13 seconds. The last 4 touchdown drives. And we're not wasting any time. Still 7:06 to go in the third in this game. But the Hearts, after seeing the lead shrink to 20-14, have scored 20 unanswered, and they lead at 40-14 here in the third quarter. Michael Carey ready to kick. He's kicked a lot tonight. It's up, and boy, he buries this one. And it's taken inside the 5 by Salem. They run it up the middle. Now they go to the far side. Now they come back to the middle. I think he stepped on a player's back to get ahead of somebody and got it out across the 25-yard line. Tristan Holmes, the return man, he's also going to need a nap tonight. He's working hard for Salem tonight. Out across the 25. Let's see where they spot this. It will be at the 26-yard line. Really, this is some of the worst field position Salem's had to start a drive tonight. So I can clearly see it's on the 26, even though it says the 25. So I'm going to trust my eyes this time, Dustin. 26-yard line. It's 1st and 10. 6:57 to go in the third quarter as Salem starts this drive. Brian tells me after 3, it's Mattoon 34, Charleston 14. Mount Zion's gone ahead of Taylorville again, 18-17 in the third quarter. Good run here by Irwin has done a lot tonight for the Salem team. 2 gets it out across the 30 to the 32-yard line, gain of 6, and that'll be 2nd and 4. Billy Hart in on the stop. We talk so much about his offense. He's usually among one of the leading tacklers for the Hearts every week.
3-yard line.
40-14 Effingham. They have regained command of this game. Throw to the near side is almost picked and goes incomplete. Hearts just about batted it away if they didn't get the interception. The intended receiver is Dakota Kanke, and he caught it. And it's a completed pass to the 40, and that's enough for a first down. So first down to the 40-yard line, Dustin. And the new set of downs for the Wildcats. It comes with 6:10 to go in the third quarter. Riley Martin back out at quarterback again for Salem. High snap, nobody in the backfield. He lets it go, and it's across the middle, and the ball caught, no incomplete. Heck of an effort, though. I'll give credit where credit's due. Tristan Holmes went down for that ball, tried to roll under it and make the grab, but it was called incomplete. Stops the clock with 5:59 to go in the third quarter, brings up a 2nd and 10. Salem still at their 40-yard line. A lot of interesting games in the Apollo tonight. Brian will have as many scores as he can corral again. Mattoon in front of Charleston 34-14 after 3. And now Mount Zion ahead of Taylorville 18-17 in the third quarter. So very interesting games on this Friday night. And again, the Hearts here in front 40-14 as they regain command of this one. 2nd and 10. Martin to throw across the middle. It is caught by Stewart. Inside Hearts territory, inside Effingham's 45 to the 42-yard line. So from the 40 to the 42, a gain of 18 yards. And the new set of downs for Salem at Effingham's 42-yard line. They have had miserable success running the football. They've been able to move the ball through the air some.
13 yards rushing for Salem tonight. That's on 12 running plays.
Here's the snap. Going to throw again. Hearts are after him. He gets it away, and it's picked. Another interception for the Hearts. It's Griffin Page. He's got to run down the far sidelines. There's a late flag. Now, I think this is going to be penalized, but the interception will certainly stand. But I think the Hearts are going to get penalized on the run back. Look at the flags.
Yep.
There's flags all over the field.
Yeah, once one came out, everybody else pulled them out and got in on the action too.
Is that piling on?
I guess so, yeah. But he picked that one off at the 43-yard line and looked to be taking it back.
So the interception will stand, but they'll be penalized some yardage. And the flags are right about, well, they're into Salem territory. So let's see where the Hearts will get this ball, but they will get the ball. The interception will stand. The flags came after the pick. Griffin Page, the latest to get an interception tonight for the Hearts. That's 5 takeaways?
5 takeaways, and 5 different guys have been responsible. 4 different interceptors, and then Evan Boggs fell on a fumble. So you have Hudson Graham, Michael Carey, Travis Durbin, and Griffin Page with interceptions. Evan Boggs with a fumble recovery. recovery.
And the ball will end up at Effingham's 40-yard line. So the flag was thrown at Salem's 40. Now at midfield. Excuse me, flag would have been thrown at midfield. Hold 10-yard walk-off back to the Effingham 40. So that's where the Hearts will set up shop. First and 10 at their 40. 5:23 to go in the third quarter as we start this drive. Hearts lead at 40-14, and they get the ball back one more time. 5 takeaways tonight. Miller, still some life in those legs. Coming to the near side into Salem territory, to the 40, to the 35, near the 30 before they finally trip him up. Heck of a run by Zach Miller, and he's off to the races again. First down, Hearts, well into Salem territory. All you have to do is give him about that much of an opening.
And the Hearts have done that and then some. They've given him the opening he needs and then a lot more. Great blocks downfield as that one goes all the way down to the 32.
28-yard gain for Zach Miller. First and 10 for the Hearts at Salem's 32-yard line.
And to finish that thought, if you're going to give him that much, there's going to be huge plays like that. He's up to 179 yards on 20 carries now.
Team can flat play some offense up back this time. And a good gain inside the 30 to the 25 for Travis Durbin. Good carry on first down. They're going to score that right at the 25, a gain of 7. That'll make it 2nd and 3. Hearts are chewing up yardage in big chunks now. Down to 4:35 to go in the third quarter.
You have to wonder, Zach Miller's already gotten in the end zone 5 times tonight. Are they gonna keep letting him try to stack up? It's going to be time to start breaking out the record book pretty soon if that happens.
Exactly right. Little trouble on the snap, or maybe Doherty had it designed. Bottom line is he's headed up the middle of the field, and he's inside the 15-yard line, and he got bent back like a pretzel.
Yeah.
I hate to see that happen to your quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, I like the run. That's a tough run. It moves the chains, but yeah, he's kind of putting himself out there.
And I don't know whether it was a miscue or whether that was by design. It got the Hearts ground to the 30 to the 13, from the 25 to the 13, a gain of 12. And it's first and 10 for the Hearts at Salem's 13-yard line. Already leading 40-14.
Kevin seems to be fine though, so.
Doherty up under center on first down. Deep back, Zach Miller's going at it again, zigging and zagging. He takes it up the middle and just shy. Got the side official. Touchdown Effingham. Looking at the guys in the middle, they weren't sure. Side official says he's in for the touchdown. So touchdown Effingham, run of 13 yards for Zach Miller, and the lead is extended to 46-14. Zach Miller's 6th touchdown of the game. And I've got the record book, so I'll double check here. 6 touchdowns for Zach Miller. That time a run of 13 yards, and the Hearts extend the lead to 46-14. Score comes with 3:48 to go in the third quarter. Carry to kick one more time from Joe Neiman's hold. There's the snap, the placement, the kick is up. His foot slipped at the time of impact, and he still drills it. Hit that ball to about Centralia. 47-14 Hearts. 3:48 still to go in the third quarter. Back with a kickoff in 30 here on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. If you need something better to haul your team in, you'll find it at Northside Ford. With hundreds of vehicles to choose from and a service department that can't be beat, you'll find that things really are better on the North Side. Stop in today or visit Northside Ford online at effinghamford.com.
Holy cow. I've got a reminder that Zach Miller sitting on 6 touchdowns tonight, making it 47-14. I've got my records here, and I'll check them in a minute. 4 plays, 60 yards, minute 35 on that drive, highlighted by Zach Miller's 13-yard touchdown run. Michael Carey's kick is good, and Effingham leads at 47-14. Remember, it was 20-14 when this quarter started. Hearts have scored 27 points, and we still have 3:48 to go in the period. That's crazy. Kickoff down the middle. Salem returns it out across their 25-yard line. And a little cha-cha out there by a couple of the players, but now we're good to go. And the ball is returned by the sophomore Schoonover. He's been a busy kid for Salem. And it is just across the 25-yard line. Alex Ramos in there on the special team stop for the Hearts. So first and 10 for Salem, and they'll call it the 25 as we start this drive, which I believe is exactly where they had it the last time. So 1st and 10 on 97.9 XFM, WXCF in Effingham. Good to have you with us. Gonna throw, coming to the near side. Pass is caught out here on the near side. There's a flag. That's probably a penalty on Salem. Pass play is complete out here to Schoonover, and he is taken down by Carter Hayes. I think Hayes was in on that stop, maybe Blake White as well. This penalty is going to be on Salem, though. Flag thrown at about the line of scrimmage. So they'll walk it back 10 on the hold on the Wildcats. That'll push it back to the 15-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 20. So 1st and 20 for the Wildcats at their 15. Next week we're home to Taylorville for homecoming. Could have all sorts of implications. Hearts, if they hold on here, will go to 4-1 on the season. It is Colton Harness back at quarterback here for Salem, the senior. He throws to the flats, and it's caught out there for not a whole lot of gain. Griffin Page, who's had a heck of a night, came up on the stop for the Hearts.
That's going to be number 12, Dakota Kanke.
Dakota Kanke made the catch for Salem, and it is complete for a loss. The ball is back to the 19-yard line. They lost 6 on that, and that'll bring up 2nd and 18, because they'd lost 10 yards on the, I'm sorry, I had moved my marker back to the 15. So it's to the 19, so it is a 4-yard pass completion to Kanke. They're going to throw again. Out here in the flats, it's caught out here by Stewart, and he gets it out about the 25-yard line as he is taken out there by Ramos, and also over there on the stop is Joe Neiman.
Joe Neiman, number 84, Tucker Denton.
Excuse me, that's Tucker Denton, 84, not 34 out there in the secondary for the Hearts. So they are starting to make some changes. Tucker Denton on that stop with Joe Neiman for the Hearts. It is a gain to the 25. It's a gain of 6 on that pass play. Sorry, Dustin. Trying to keep up, help you as best I can. So it's now 3rd and 11 for Salem at their 25. And again, Harness back in the shotgun, man in motion, and he gets the handoff, and that's Schoonover, and he takes it to the far side, and he sweeps, and he's close to the marker, but there's another flag.
I think we're going to have a horse collar there.
It was right at the point of the tackle, and so this could go be against Effingham. Hearts lead at 47-14, so understand that in the whole scheme of things, it's probably not going to affect the result of the game, but you hate to see it at the end of a play like that. And it is a personal foul, and it is a face mask is the indication. So not a horse collar tackle, but a face mask. And that's a 15-yard walk-off. So I think it was close to being, let's see where the spot of the football is. It's right at midfield. So that means the infraction was at the 35, Dustin. So they gained 10 yards on the play. So that should have been enough for the first down. And then 15 yards on the penalty brings the ball to midfield. And it's 1st and 10 for Salem at midfield. Minute 40 to go in this third quarter. Pass out in the flats is complete to Schoonover. He comes to the near side. Down he goes. Nice stop by Carter Hayes. There's another flag. And that tackle was right in front of me. Now, surely that wasn't on the tackle. That was a nice, clean tackle by Carter Hayes.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold.
A hold on Salem. All right. Well, I saw that flag go just about the time that Carter made the tackle, and I thought, well, that was a perfect tackle. And it was a hold on Salem instead. So I was worried too much. It'll go back to Salem's 46, so a hold, block in the back, 10 yards regardless. So the play was good to the 44 of Effingham, and then the 10-yard walk-off takes it back to Salem's 46. So that's how that one works out. So the ball is at Salem's 46. It's 1st and 14 for the Wildcats at their 46-yard line. Throw to the far side, almost knocked away, almost intercepted. Heck of an effort by Joe Neiman coming over on the far side of the field. I hear some of the Hearts cheering him on out there. Nice breakup. Kanke was the intended receiver for Salem, and Neiman reached around and swatted that ball away. Nice defensive play. The incompletion stops the clock with 1:05 to go in the longest quarter of football known to man.
I think you're probably about right there. But another example of Effingham's secondary playing really good football in this game. You know, outside of a couple possessions where Salem moved the ball in the air really well, they haven't had a whole lot of luck. They've had a lot of turnovers, almost another one there.
Again, the ball's at Salem's 46. It's 2nd and 14. They're going to throw across the flats. It's caught, and a short gain. And there's Griffin Page, and another flag. Griffin Page came up with Joe Neiman on that stop. The pass was complete to Tristan Holmes, and the football is spotted at the 47. So all that adds up to, Dustin, is a 1-yard gain on the pass play. But now let's see what the penalty's about, and it's against Salem. So another penalty on the Wildcats, and that'll take it back 10 from the 47 to the 37-yard line. So they got a yard on the pass play to Holmes, and then the 10-yard walk-off takes it back to the 37-yard line. So I guess he got 2 to the 47. And then the 10-yard walk-off to the 37. So it's 2nd down and 22 now. Salem is time of possession's really going up on this drive. Down to 43 seconds in the third quarter, by the way. Colton Harness is the quarterback. There's the snap.
There you go.
Fakes left, spins right. The Hearts are after him. Throw across the middle is caught, and they have the first. No, they just got back to the original line of scrimmage. Looked at the wrong stick, pardon me. Ball's about to midfield. Blake White's there. Neiman's there. Griffin Page is there. Boy, he's been mentioned about every play on defense. Page on the stop. It's complete to Effingham's 48. So from their 37 to Effingham's 48, that's a nice pass play. 15 yards, and it gets it into Hearts territory, but it's still 3rd and 9, because remember it was 2nd and 22, so even with a nice pass completion, it's still 3rd and a bundle. And there is the third quarter siren. What a long quarter of football, but a good one for the Hearts. They scored 27 points in the third quarter, and after 3 here at Salem, it's Effingham 47, Salem 14. Fourth quarter on the way. What'll this one bring? We'll find out in 30 seconds here on 97.9 XFM.
From an oil change to new brakes, or possibly a major overhaul, our service makes a difference at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham. Trust your car or truck repairs to the most experienced repair shop in the area. Look for our specials online at danheck.com.
Third quarter in the books. What a long quarter of football. Holy cow, what time is it? It's already 9:15, and we're just starting the fourth quarter. But the Hearts had a lot of fun in the third quarter, Dustin, as they rolled up 27 points in the period.
Yes, they did. Three more touchdowns for Zach Miller in there. He's up to, let me get my sheet in front of me. Zach's up to 192 yards on 21 carries, 6 scores. Billy Arndt had a 37-yard touchdown run as well. So Effingham running the ball especially effectively. Zach is real close to his 4th straight 200-yard rushing game, and Greg's got his record book out, and tell us what you're seeing there.
Glad I checked. Zach Miller has tied the record for most touchdowns in a game.
That's what I was thinking.
Phil Freemuth and Nick Jones twice had 6 touchdowns for the Hearts in a game. So Zach has tied the record. We'll see what happens in the fourth quarter. Pass play intercepted. Michael Carey with the pick for the Hearts. Takes it across the middle, now goes over to the far side of the field, still on his feet, got close back to midfield, and the Hearts another takeaway against these Wildcats. So on the first play of the fourth quarter, the throw is picked by Michael Carey, and the Hearts get the ball back. It's 1st and 10 for the Hearts at their own 48-yard line.
It's about a 21-yard return on that interception for Carey. His 2nd pick of the night, his 2nd 2-interception night of the season. So great job from a guy that does a little more than just kick for this Effingham club.
That's what he did last year. Just kicked exclusively, and boy, he has taken a much enhanced role. I have to be checking about most interceptions in a season. By the way, that's 10. So just file that away. Hearts have a good run going on first down, and then some. Inside the Salem 40, Zach Miller still rocking and a-rolling, and he has it inside Salem's 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hearts at the Salem 38. So from the 49 of Effingham, 48 of Effingham, was it, to the 38 of Salem?
48 to 38.
Gain of 14 yards. And the new set of downs for the Hearts.
That's going to get him up over 200 yards. He's sitting at 206 on 22 carries now.
So
4 straight games.
4 straight games, more than 200 yards rushing. Holy cow. Here's the handoff, running it up the middle. That's Miller again. And he's to the 25-yard line. And another first down for Effingham. What a performance. He's tied the touchdown record for a single game.
Well, and we talked about what he would need to do tonight to get up over 1,000 yards for the season. He's going to be closing in on that.
He was at 700. Let me find my story from this morning. He was at 733 yards. So he's over 200, so he's over 930 yards, and we're in our 5th game of the season.
He needed 267. He's at 219. So keep that in mind, and plus he's a touchdown shy of the school record.
And did I give you where we are? We're to the 25-yard line.
Yep.
So from the 38 to the 25, a gain of 13. And the Hearts call time. 10:44 to go in the ball game. At Salem, it's Effingham 47, Salem 14 here on 97.9 XFM. And research also, and interesting stat regarding points scored.
Yeah, Effingham's biggest point total against Salem all time is 56. That came in a 56-39 win in 2011. So that's another thing we're closing in on. There could be a lot of new firsts to come out of this game by the time it's all said and done. Still just under 11 minutes to go.
So a new set of downs, 1st and 10 for the Hearts at Salem's 25, still 10:44 to go. 47-14 Effingham. Zach Miller on the pitch, tried to turn it up, and again, bad footing takes him down rather than a tackle. There have been problems with players slipping here in the center part of the field throughout the night. It is good to the 21, they're going to call it. I guess the officials about the 21, so gain of 4, and it's 2nd and 6. Hearts lead at 47-14. It was 20-14 at halftime.
It was also 20-0, so at one point.
All things are relative, right? Doherty back up under center to the up back. That's Durbin, and boy, Travis has stood up for no gain. So Salem stayed home well on that one. Defense did well, and little, if any, gain for the Hearts on that play. In fact, they're going to score it, I think, for a loss. Let's see, they put it down at the 23-yard line. So a loss of a couple from the 21 back to the 23. So that'll make it 3rd and 8. 9.5 to go in this one. Just deciding the final score, though. Doherty from the shotgun. Hand off to the deep back. That's Miller picking his way through traffic. Look at him accelerate, stop and juke, and he gets it inside the 20. Still not a first down, but close. So it'll be 4th and short here for the Hearts inside the Salem 20. From the 23, they advance it to the 18, a gain of 5. And that'll make it 4th and about 3. 4th and about 3. They have to get it to the 15-yard line. Need to get it to the 15 for a first down.
Looks like might just try to kick it. We were watching Michael Carey kick some from about this distance in pregame and knocking him down. So, in fact, right this spot.
Different holder, in fact. Doherty's going to hold on this field goal attempt. Usually it's Joe Neiman on extra points. Kevin Doherty's going to hold here as Michael Carey's going to try this. A 35-yard field goal attempt. He made one in the pregame, you're right. Placement, kick, it's blocked. No, Doherty fakes! Doherty got it! The quarterback was holding. He's in the end zone! Touchdown Effingham! Little razzle-dazzle there by the Hearts. And they put the touchdown in. And the Hearts extend the lead to 40. And that'll start the continuous clock here with 8:23 to go in the football game. I told you, didn't I, that Joe Neiman usually holds Doherty, the quarterback, and he ran the football. Now, I don't know whether he was supposed to get up and look for somebody to throw to, but he looked to me like that was a run play all the way, and he curled around to the far side of the field and takes it in for the touchdown. 53-14 Effingham, and now Carey will try the extra point, and it is from Doherty's hold. So please make note of that. Usually Neiman's the holder. There's the placement. The kick is up, and it is good. Salem came flying in, tried to run another block. They blocked a couple tonight. But that time the kick is good. 54-14 Effingham, and that'll mean we have a continuous clock for the rest of this game, which has 8:23 to go. Brian, let's take a 30-second break. Hearts lead at 54-14 at Salem here on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, everybody. This is Tanya from Time Soul.
If you haven't seen the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200, get to Geckner Brothers today and check it out. It's roomy, comfortable, and rebuilt from the ground up, now with great finance offers. See the new 200 and other great Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models today at Geckner Brothers on East Fayette Avenue in Effingham.
54-14 Effingham. They've scored 34 straight points. Salem got those 2 touchdowns in the second quarter to make it 20-14. The Hearts have scored 34 points since then. 6 plays, 52 yards, 325, scoring a little razzle-dazzle there as Kevin Doherty takes it to the house. Michael Carey's kick's good, and the Hearts lead it by 40. And it'll be a continuous clock from this point in this football game. Carey to kick off from the Hearts 40, boots it. Wow, what a shot. It lands at the 1 and then manages to squirt back over the goal line. What a hit.
I thought that was going to check up and just lay there at the 2-yard line. That would be just about the cherry on top for Salem after the way the second half has gone. But it did roll into the end zone, so a little bit of a break there for the Wildcats.
Watching those 2 Apollo Conference scores, and I have updates thanks to everybody who's helping. Mattoon in front of Charleston, 44-14 now. Taylorville's back in front of Mount Zion. Taylorville 24, Mount Zion 18. So those 2 scores for you. All right, well, Salem will take it 1st and 10 at their 20 on the touchback. High snap. Here's the handoff, and it's out across the 20 to the 25-yard line as they have Riley Martin in at quarterback. And the run is performed by Tristan Holmes, and he gets it out across the 25. Okay, they said Cole Phillips on the carry. So Cole Phillips is number 24 instead of number 4, Greg. So Phillips from the 20 gets the ball out across the 25 to the 26, a gain of 6, and it's 2nd and 4. All right, I got an update, a different score. Mattoon 41, Charleston 14. That's a final, 41-14. Phillips, again, the ball carrier for Salem. I think they're going to let him play some more. He gets it out across the 35-yard line for a first down. Kids on the block here for the Hearts now. I'll pick up some defenders for you. Nick Berger, we talked about earlier. Hearts have Gabe Herron back at the safety spot now. Got Ramos, Alex Ramos out there, and also Carter Kistler's out there on defense now. Carter's been playing quite a lot lately. I'll pick up some more kids on the line here in a minute. Throw out on the flats. It's good for a touchdown, maybe. Finally, he's caught up and run out of bounds. Nice touchdown-saving effort there by the Hearts. Terrence Hill, the freshman, in there on defense for Effingham, ran him out of bounds. Did you pick up the receiver?
Brock Irwin, number 23.
There you go. Sorry I wasn't helping. I was busy watching the tackle. Pass complete to the 38 of Effingham. So 1st and 10 for Salem at the Hearts 38, down to 6 minutes to go in this game. Again, continuous clock now that the Hearts are up by 40 here, 54-14. Boy, what a ton of points. From the shotgun, they're going to throw across the middle, almost intercepted, and the ball loose, and a nice hit over there by the Hearts, and you can hear the sidelines loving that. I don't know who came up and made that hit on the intended receiver. I'm getting a number. It's Terrence Hill. Brock Irvin was the intended receiver. Terrence Hill put a lick on him, and the ball came out. Incomplete. Stops the clock. No, it shouldn't stop the clock. There you go. They are still going. We're down to 5:20. Again, continuous clock when a team gets ahead by 40. Even if the other team gets it down to less than 40, it's a continuous clock for the rest of the game. Salem runs it. They get it inside the Hearts 35. All 22 players are in on this play. Still, finally there's the whistle. Phillips. Hearts get a tackle. Hunter Dively's out there for the Hearts, and he's in on that tackle. They spot the football, Dustin, at the 34. So that's a gain of 4, and it's 2nd and 6. 3rd and 6, pardon me. There'd be was the incompletion right before that. So 3rd and 6. Salem with the ball at the Hearts 34. We're down to 4:44 to go in this one. Working from the shotgun. Hearts have seen Salem use quarterbacks interchangeably. They've got Stewart in motion. Spin move. Riley Martin out here. Throwing the flats is too high. Over Stewart's head. Incomplete. Brings up 4th and 6.
Got a couple different receivers get a hand on that throw to the left sideline, but neither one was able to haul it in.
Martin, a nice spin move. Threw the ball out of bounds. I thought that'd make it 4th down. Yeah, that's flat guy on the sidelines got 4th down. They've got 3rd down on the scoreboard. Yeah, there you go. There, they got a change on the scoreboard. And we're down under 4 minutes to go. Salem with the ball at the Hearts 34-yard line. It's 4th and 6. Obviously, they're going for it. Martin from the shotgun. There's the snap. There's the handoff. It's Phillips again. They've rode him a lot this trip, and he gets it to the 25-yard line. I think that's going to be close, and it is a 1st down. So Cole Phillips on the stop. Trying to make sure I've gotten as many kids' names as I can into the ball game. The Hearts also have Drew Tegler out there now for the Hearts on the line. Trying to mention as many kids as I can, give credit where credit's due. So they get the 1st down, and it's complete, or it's gain to the 25, Dustin. I never told you, I'm sorry, to the 25. Here's a pass play. Cole Stewart catches the ball, and they'll spot it for about a 1-yard gain. 1-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So that pushes the ball to the just inside the 25-yard line. And we're down to 2:45 on the clock. Again, we're working continuous clock now. Martin stays out there in the shotgun for Salem. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the near side. Throw is caught out here by Stewart. Ramos runs him down, bulldogs him down at the 15. Ramos got some help on that play. Coming up to help on the tackle is Carter Kistler.
Alex Ramos.
It is complete to the 15-yard line, so a gain of 10 to the 15-yard line. New set of downs for the Wildcats at the Hearts 15. Again, even if they score and get it under 40, the continuous clock continues. Looking to throw across the middle. Martin passes high and incomplete. And boy, then he got hit a lick by Gabe Heron, who's back there playing the safety spot. That's the price you pay when you go across the middle. And he is still hurting. I'll tell you, Stewart's played hard tonight. Just a sophomore, but boy, he's got good size.
He's a big boy. He's coming in at 6'4", 210 pounds. So he's a sizable kid. And there he tried to walk away, and now he's gone down. That's too bad.
My guess is that's the son of Scott Stewart, who's the AD here at Salem, and is always a huge help to us. Tournaments and various reasons, we end up coming to Salem a lot over the course of football and basketball seasons, and we appreciate his hospitality. I'm pretty sure that must be his son. Same spelling of the name, Steward. That's kind of unique. And he's talking to everybody.
Yeah.
And it looks like an arm or a shoulder. He just got hit a lick.
Right.
Nice clean hit.
Right. It was all part of the play. There was nothing wrong with the hit. But
nice back up.
But certainly a punishing shot, whether one way or the other.
And moving both arms well now, so that looks good. Brian's going to have a whole load of scores for us on the Dan Hecht post-game show, so stay tuned for that. Again, Mattoon beat Charleston 41-14 in the battle for Coles County. At last report, Taylorville was leading Mount Zion. That's been a back-and-forth battle. Hearts are up here 54-14 with a minute and a half to go. There's the snap. There's the pass. It's knocked away. It was intended for the wideout over there, and a heck of an effort there by Tristan Rhodes. Nice work by Tristan. Came up and knocked that one away.
Number 23, Brock Irwin.
Irwin was the intended receiver, and Rhodes came up and knocked that one away. Nice defense there. A rejection for Tristan Rhodes.
Number 62, Wyatt Cayley.
And that'll make it 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 to go.
I said 82. They say 62 up here in the booth, but I'm pretty sure the Hearts have the mod squad out there now. 3rd and 10 at the 15. There's the handoff and nothing doing. Boy, the Hearts came to call that time. That was Phillips again, and what a nice effort by the Hearts. And they've got the second squad in there, and a nice tackle by Brendan Dawkins got in there.
Now Phillips slow to get up.
Brendan Dawkins, just a sophomore, but boy, good size. Brendan Dawkins, 6'1" and 200, and the sophomore in on that stop for the Hearts. And you are right. Boy, he's been going at it this last series. I think he's had the ball every carry.
He has more. I mean, he's more than doubled Salem's rushing totals just on this possession. They were sitting at 23 rushing yards before this series. He's come in and run the ball. That was his 5th carry. He was sitting at 4 for 29. So I'm not sure exactly where they're spotting this at, but yeah, right around the doubling mark.
Gave him a 2-yard loss to the 17, Dustin. Minute 31 to go. Taylorville 30, Mount Zion 18. That's with a minute and a half to go. So thank you, Mr. Woltman. Happy birthday, by the way. Dave Woltman's birthday today. A milestone birthday. I'll let you figure out which milestone. Down to 34 seconds in this one. We'll talk with Coach Mack, a couple of the kids, and have all the stats and numbers and scores, and this fun down low, and it's caught for a touchdown. What a grab. There's Tristan Holmes again for Salem. He went way up. The defender back there was Nick Berger for Effingham, and I'll tell you what, Holmes just went up over him and made that grab. Heck of a catch for the touchdown by Tristan Holmes. It comes with 24 seconds left, and that's one of the couple of things that will stop the clock in a continuous clock. If there's a touchdown, they get to administer the extra point. So the touchdown comes with 24 seconds left on a heave of about 17 yards from Riley Martin to Tristan Holmes. Now they'll try the extra point, and it's Irwin to kick. Kick is up, and it is plenty high and plenty good. That makes it 54-21. 24 seconds left, and they will let the ball get kicked off before they start the clock again. So that comes with 24 seconds left.
54.
So Salem will end up drawing last blood, I think, in this one. Pass play of 17 yards.
Yes.
Good to Tristan Holmes. Kick was good, and that makes it 54-21, which is an awful lot of points. And how about the scoring drive, Dustin?
13 plays, 80 yards. And then, of course, with that running clock, it took 7:59 off.
Do I have to put an asterisk by that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think anyone's going to worry too much about it. Yes.
Not in the whole scheme of things.
75 combined points tonight. Probably the highest number between these two teams was that 56-39 game. I'm scanning my sheet, and that's correct. So we're not going to quite get to the 95 combined points that they scored in 2011, but pretty high scoring affair here tonight. As we'll get one last kickoff in, and that'll probably do it.
Zach Miller tonight has tied the record for most touchdowns in a game, 6. Phil Freemuth did it in 2001. Nick Jones in back-to-back years in 2007 and in 2008. And Zach Miller joins the club. On the hop, the ball went over the head of Tristan Rhodes. It's still on the ground. Finally, the Hearts do cover it up at about the 24-yard line, and it is recovered out there by Terrence Hill. And we're down to 14 seconds, and the Hearts aren't going to have to run another play. And the Hearts have come away a winner. Great first quarter. Pretty bad second quarter, to be really honest, but a great second half. Hearts win it 54-21. They're fourth in a row. They're now 4-1 on the season, and they remain undefeated in the Apollo, with Taylorville coming to town next week for homecoming. Post-game show courtesy of Dan Hecht Chevrolet Toyota on the way in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
Federated Auto Parts, this is Ben. Yeah, we have that. I'll send it. Thank you. Hot shot!
And that's how it's done every day at Blankenship Auto Parts in Effingham, where the professionals go to get their parts.
We're going to visit with two guys that are mighty happy tonight. Billy Arndt and Michael Carey come in for a post-game visit. Billy, first of all, congratulations to you, sir.
Thank you, Greg.
My goodness, I'm going to move this up so they'll hear you even better.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Greg.
So much to be happy about. First quarter was outstanding. You guys got the early lead, and they really set up the rest of the game.
Right. We jumped on them fast, got that strong first pound like we wanted to get. But then I think we let up a little bit, had some bad penalties in the second quarter. We let them back into the game, which we really shouldn't have. But I think we came back out second half the same mentality as the first quarter, and we got it going again. So.
Yep, absolutely. Zach scored the first touchdown, but it was your run that really set that up. That was a pretty run. Talk about that run up the middle.
Thank you. I just got behind my big guy, Evan Boggs, and the rest of my line. They all did a fantastic job. So I got behind him, snuck around, and tried to get going. Got me from behind, but still working my 40 speed a little bit, I guess.
Attaboy. So ready for track season then.
Yeah.
Have to put you in more than the field events then.
Right. I can run 100.
Attaboy. Attaboy. So you got it to the 3. Zach took it in. He had 6 touchdowns tonight.
Yeah, he did great. He was one shy of the record, I think. One shy of tying. He really won that record. But, it's good to slow down a little bit and show some character out there. So.
Yes, that's that's well said. You had a great night tonight, tackling. We talk so much about your offense. We don't really talk enough about your defense, because you're usually among the leading tacklers for this ball club, too.
Right.
Which would you rather play, offense or defense?
I'm actually looking to play fullback in college.
There you go.
So I'm leaning more towards offense, but there's no reason what happens.
So working at the up back spot is kind of really complimentary in that regard, right?
Right.
So you're and coach constantly compliments you on your job as a blocking back too.
Yeah.
So you're a big help with the line. That's given a lot of holes to the guys that are still in the backfield.
Guys up front get that lead blocks out there. I try to get a nice kick out all the time and let Zach fly. Do what he does best.
It was nice the way that you regrouped after the problems in the second quarter. That was a stellar second half. And talk about what you did, besides, I'm sure, an encouraging coach talk at halftime.
Right. Halftime, Coach Galzo around. We kind of dialed it down a little bit. People were a little mad, but, that's to be understandable.
Yeah.
And I think we just all came together. We told Coach we wanted to pound it down their throat, just like the first quarter again. So we got it going, and went from there.
There you go. And then you wear out your kicker because he's got all those extra points to worry about in kickoffs. He probably doesn't mind a bit. We'll talk to Michael in a minute.
All right.
So you got yourself set up now. 4-game win streak, still undefeated in the conference, and you know who's coming to town next Friday night.
Taylorville.
That's going to be a clash.
It's going to be a big game. We're coming for them, though. We won them. We're ready. We're hungry.
Yeah, I have seen through the years, old guy like I am, many clashes between Effingham and Taylorville through the years. Clear back to when we were into the mid-state together, when we were in Apollo all those years. They are always a quality team coming to play, and that's, I think, exactly what we're ready for.
Right. I know their coach. I know a lot of players on their team. They're a good team. They're a good, strong, friendly, strong team. But, I think we are too. And I think if we come out there with a mentality like tonight, we strike first, we strike often, I think we can take them.
Let's talk, too, about Kevin. He's a guy who has plenty of arm to throw the ball a lot. The way we're running the ball, there really hasn't been the need for him to throw a whole lot. But it doesn't seem like that bothers him, that he just takes that in stride.
He's a humble guy. Of course, everyone wants yards and wants those stats, but he's a humble guy. He doesn't complain at all. He knows it's sometimes it's best for the team to run, but whenever it's best for us to pass, he can get the job done, which is great.
Yeah, exactly so. You've always had a football mentality. As long as I've known you, you want to play football.
Yeah.
What is it about football that makes it so important and such joy for you?
You know, I think it's just the fact that we can all come together as a brotherhood.
Yeah.
And go out there against another set of brothers and just go head to head, have fun.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun for me this year watching you guys play. This is a fun team to watch, and I think the fans are going to love it, and I think they're going to have a lot of fun if they're out there next Friday night.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a big game. Homecoming, too.
You bet. Homecoming, too. Well, have you got a date?
I do.
Hey, way to go, man. Not that I'm surprised.
All right.
Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
You bet. Thanks, Billy. That's Billy Arndt. We appreciate getting to visit with him. And Billy the Beast. Always glad to visit with him. Now the man with the tiredest leg in town, Michael Carey. So you've been double duty again this year with soccer and football. Does it take a particular toll on you?
I mean, it does, but then again, I mean, I love it being out here. I mean, I love both sports. I love being with all the guys on the football team. I mean, they took me under their wing. I mean, Carter Hayes, I mean, the kid, I wanted to do it sophomore year, but I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. But then they kept talking to me, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it. So then I finally started doing it. I mean, yeah, I got tired. I mean, I had 3 soccer games this week, and then I come to a football game, but, I mean, I love it. It's just so fun. It's fun being out here with all the guys. And
this is the right time to do this when you're 17 or 18 years old.
Exactly, yeah, because there's no other time you can probably do it.
I want to talk to, because you've adapted your role and coaches expanded your role, because last year it was kicking and kicking pretty much.
Yes.
This year, you told me, I remember in preseason, about the fact that coach had talked to you about playing cornerback, and you've really taken to it.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I do get, I honestly don't get to too many practices, but whenever I do get there, I mean, I get my reps in. I really try hard to know what the other team's doing that week. I mean, honestly, coming into the season, I had no idea I was going to play corner. I mean, I thought it was just going to be kicking and kicking again, but coach talked to me about it, and I was like, heck yeah, I mean, that'll be awesome. I'll do it, but then I had to get it past my parents. And
yeah. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Appreciate that. So this is 2 games in a row you've had 2 picks.
Yes.
So talk about that process. What are you looking for when you're sitting back there in the secondary?
Well, mostly, I mean, I'm watching the quarterback the entire time, and whenever I see him start to throw, that's whenever I start coming in on the guy. And, I mean, tonight, the first one, it was up for grabs. I mean, it was just whoever was going to go get it, and I went and got it. The second one, I just saw it, and I knew that guy wasn't going to get there, so I got under it, and, I mean, I catch it. I mean, I just go and get it.
They can't score if we have the ball.
Exactly. That's the thought.
Lots of takeaways tonight. That was exciting, too.
Our defense, I mean, all the guys on the line, the pressure, I mean, put the pressure on the quarterback, our linebackers, I mean, we all do a great job.
So now you're on a 4-game win streak, undefeated in the conference. Taylorville coming to town next Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge game. I mean, we all got to get pumped up. I mean, looking forward to seeing the whole fans. I mean, all of them out there. It's going to be filled. It's going to be a good game.
Exactly. I told people, bring all the noisemakers you got.
Exactly.
And let's have a good time next Friday night. So I asked Billy. I got to ask Michael, right? You got a date for a homecoming?
Yes, I do.
Good,
I do. I mean, I'm a kicker. I mean, who doesn't love a kicker? Right?
There you go.
I mean, who doesn't love a kicker?
He's a North Carolina fan, too.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Greg.
You bet. Michael Carey. Appreciate getting the visit. You take care, man. Good luck.
Thanks.
Billy Arndt and Michael Carey, we appreciate getting to visit with those 2. I think they stole all the best lines, Coach. I just thought I'd warn you.
No, I got to follow that, huh?
Now you know how I feel at Rotary after I get the Student of the Week. Then I wander up there. I'm thinking, congratulations. Good win.
Well, thank you. We had some adversity this week. Drew goes down on Tuesday, and we had to have some guys step up. Going in the locker room or right after school, Evan wasn't feeling very well, and I walk into the locker room, he's like laying on a table sleeping, and trying to, the bus right over there, and then it got kind of caught up with it. The first half, the adrenaline kicked in, and then after halftime, we got a couple of good drives in, and then he started cramping up, and so both those situations were not advantageous for us. And second quarter was comedy of errors, some turnovers, a lot of penalties, and but I said, that always happens when we come here, and we hadn't been that situation as far as a lot of penalties thrown at us, and I thought we reacted well. We talked to our kids about, coming over here, and Salem always plays tougher here when they're at home, and so, we had to face some adversity, and so it'd been a while. And so we reacted well, and our kids didn't panic. We had a pretty good halftime chat, and trying to figure out exactly what they were doing. And as it turned out, Salem lost some kids that that number 40 was just kicking our butt there in the second quarter, and he had an injury to his back or his trap or something. I talked to Coach a little bit afterwards, and he didn't play much the second half, and we took advantage of that, obviously, and we were actually going to come out in a spread formation and try to spread them out and take 40 out of the middle, because he was a lot of times shadowing Zach. And so if we took him out, we'd be able to run Billy up the middle and throw some short passes, and those were going to be open. If we wanted to open it up and throw some of our hitches and stuff to Carter and so forth, we could. But we scored so quickly on some of those drives in the third quarter that we were able to establish our ground game again, and then it just kind of took off from there.
Zach ended up with 6 touchdowns tonight, and my stats, that ties the single game record. Nick did it twice, and then Phil Freemuth did that. So that's good company.
That's fantastic company. I mean, I've been around for all those kids, and those guys prepared themselves before the season started, just like Zach did, and to be in the same company as those guys is something to be proud of, and it's something for the whole team to be proud of. And I can remember when those guys did those special things, and I made sure that they understood, this isn't your record. This is everybody. This is, 2014. They maybe say Zach Miller, but it says 2014 afterwards. So if you're blocking for that offensive line, and for him at 2014, that's your record too. And so to be in the record book, with the colored history that Effingham has, is something very special.
Exactly so. And let's talk about the defense too. Lots of takeaways tonight, and that sets you up.
Well, yeah, and obviously the key to that is shutting down their run game. And we did a fantastic job of that again tonight. And they didn't have any room to run the ball anywhere. A couple of things that they looked like was open, and we had guys come up. So when they have to start throwing the ball, obviously they hit some things and found some spots in our defense that we're going to have to work on, which is again something that's advantageous for us, to come out with a victory and see what things are going to do. But we got very good athletes back there. Michael, you're talking to him, and we don't get a lot of him. We got a lot of him early. We had him during the summer. We had him all preseason, and then there's a lot of soccer games the last couple of weeks, and so if we can get him for a full practice 1 day a week, we're looking pretty good, and parts of practices here and there after he's done with soccer. But Joe's been doing a good job. We've been trying to work Hudson Graham in there, and he had a nice pick. And both our inside guys, Travis had a pick, and Griffin had a pick, and those were really nice. Is that all of them? Was that 5?
I believe that is. I think we got everybody. Yes, Dustin tells me. Yeah.
So, and we got a big fumble early too in the game, and that Evan recovered. So, at least 6 turnovers that went our way. Unfortunately, we had 1 or 2, I think.
I believe, yeah.
And so those are things that we still have to clean up. But defensively, if we can jump on top of people and let our defense do what it's supposed to do, then they can create turnovers. We got athletes that you can see that not just grab an interception, but try to make something of it.
Exactly so. Well, I think my phone's about to run out of its charge. I think that's who's singing to me, so I don't want to lose you. But I do want to talk about next Friday night, because it's going to be huge. Homecoming, Taylorville's in town. They did win tonight eventually. Eventually, it was back and forth, but they did win. 30-24 was the final. They beat Mount Zion. So now we know where the things are set up for next Friday night, and it ought to just be a huge night.
Yeah, it's going to be homecoming week, which is always our funnest week of the year. But, our kids know what they've got to do, and they've prepared well, and you know, we've seen a little bit of Taylorville already because they played Salem last week. So it's going to be a huge game in the conference. You know, whoever can win that game is going to take control of the conference lead, and obviously that's a goal for us. I'm sure it's a goal for Taylorville. Luckily, we got them at our place and with our crowd, and you know, we need to get as many people out there cheering and going crazy for us as possible, and you know, this is what high school football is all about, having opportunities like this, and doesn't get a bit better stage than that.
You bet. Bring whatever noisemakers you have, folks, and let's have a good time next Friday night. Congratulations on a good win, Mike.
Thank you, sir.
You bet. Mike.